sorry, I'm rushing in to go live because apparently while we've just been chatting and hanging out, you guys have all done a full hype train by donating biddies and subscriptions and things of that sort.
What?
We're all over here just chilling. I know that I love you. Hi, everybody in the chat. Kung Fu Grasshopper, Mini B, the best bee. Torrid, hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Hype. Welcome to 420 on Stranger Tides.
You had it.
I could have had it all. No, I could have had it all. Thank you all so much. Thank you, 61. Someone had said hype train. Thank you all so much for tuning into tonight's epic Strahd Sux game, an irreverent romp through Barovia, the only game of Curse of Strahd to feature beer pong. You're welcome.
That's great.
That's really good. Thank you for that. I don't think we would have ever had that. We have a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game. We've got a Discord. Come and hang out there. There's a lot of cool people, and we have a merch store. On top of that, you can come buy cool stuff from the merch store, like mugs and T-shirts and shower curtains, all sorts of cool stuff. And each one has Karma, the non-binary serpent goddess, on there, so you can support the brand on there. Not only that, but you get to hang out by watching this game. You can hang out with all these cool folks. Look at this. There's so much love here. I'm actually going to fix this camera so we can see more of Kat.
It's fine.
Because
I can slink into the darkness. It's cool.
Shh. If I had a net. I've got 2 nets. Hey, gang. Look at it's weird that it's happened twice. These beautiful cast members. Upcoming schedule for this week. On Tuesday, we have a special Pirate one-shot as we go back to Neverland and test the waters. We're going back to having some pirate shenanigans. We had an amazing D&D 101 game, and they were like, when do we get to play again? And I'm like, the last Tuesday in April. So join us. Some of these players played their second ever game of D&D. It's going to be a good time, so come and support the newbies. And everybody cheer and bits. Thanks again. It's going to be, the pirate jokes will be a flooding in. On Wednesday, it's our Unbroken Veil New Orleans game, as the group has found themselves in Barovia. As they spent some time with Dimitri and are uncovering a little bit of the backstory surrounding Strahd. And it's so weird. At the end of last week's episode, they met this cute little human girl with bushy brown hair with a backpack on that was looking for Mr. Fancy Pants at the very end of the episode. So it's going to be weird. You got to level up? And I specifically asked you not to? Now is the time to dole out those level ups and blesses, because this is going to be a combat game, kids.
You can't
do it later. You can't take it with you. I guess. That's on Wednesday. Thursday, we have our continuation of the... that's very sweet. On Thursday we have our Witchlight, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight Carnival game. So tune in for that. It's a lot of fun, and I get to play, and I'm very grateful to Mother of Cats for letting me play. Mother of Cats is an amazing DM, and I highly encourage everybody here to play with her, because occasionally throughout the week she'll just send you random questions in the middle of the night. Questions such as, like, what thing does your character fear the most? What would cause your character to turn on your adventuring party? and poses this at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night.
I saw that message at 2:30 in the morning.
Can I say that there are 2 problems with this? The first problem is it leaves you wondering what these things are, and you can't stop thinking about them. The second problem with this is Scribe has read them, and he gets ideas.
I'm gonna start doing this. Listen, I say I'm gonna start doing this. Chances are, I'm gonna be asleep. I message you all at 10 p.m.
I'll do it for him.
Yes.
Not give him
Kat is going to send you all random messages. Be like, Scribe wants to know what would cause you to turn on your party.
Torrid, I gotta bless. So it's Kat and then somebody else. You can pick somebody else to give it to.
You get to pick 2 people, two cool cats to give.
So Kat gets a bless.
I get 2 blesses.
Oh, Kat, you already got a bless?
No, she.
Oh, okay.
Because you said it was, you have to pick Kat and somebody else.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else.
Kat on it. You're that one. Thank you.
Bless her.
Gosh, you're so pretty. Okay, I think that's it for announcements. I think that's it for upcoming streams. Stay tuned to the Discord for the latest and greatest and up-to-date stuff. But you can also catch these cool players doing stuff outside of the stream. Life does exist outside of Indigo Chameleon.
What?
like Kat, where can people check out the cool stuff you do?
I live here.
Cool. Just check out Kat here and Marquee Artery Productions. It's an amazing horror / like immersive theater company. You should check it out. She's doing great things
We
there.
make messed up love stories. That's what it is.
It's true. It's a lot of fun. And for all your oral needs, you can tune into Jousting Through Jacinto.
Never gonna get old.
It never gets old. It's funnier every time he does it. Which is great because we just got one of our players back after a long hiatus. Tobias has decided to join back the party with a couple extra fun abilities and some more trauma for us to go through. Oh, you didn't know? Come with us and find out.
No, I knew. I was there.
Oh, yeah.
We live in trauma.
We live in trauma. And not only that, but Cass, hi.
Hi.
What cool stuff can you share with our amazing Chameleonites about your stuff you're doing?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Cassandra Cosplays, and I have a lot of really cool shoots coming up, including a Lyra and a Half Moon Lyra and Poison Ivy, and Haley, my best friend, she's coming down. We're doing a bunch of really cool stuff together, and I got cast as Silco in a stage adaptation of Arcane in August.
Ooh.
I'll be playing Silco for the first time he has ever been shown on stage, and I'm a woman, and it's cool.
That is really cool.
You are a woman, and it is cool. So tune in for that. Hey, Painted Valkyrie, thanks for following. And not only that, but if anybody happens to be in the Denver, Colorado area this summer, we're bringing our live D&D show, Fringin' and Flagons. It's an hour long of D&D, sort of condensed with wild magic surges, and it's taking place in a bar, so drinks. So join us for that. It's gonna be a terribly amazing, awful, wonderful, fantastic, chaotic time. So join us, won't you?
I will be drinking.
I will drink. Oh my gosh. I think that's it for announcements. I think that's it for upcoming stuff. Heroes. When last we left the group, some drug-addled shenanigans. We celebrated the most high holidays of 420 as we visited the Wizard of Weed, who has enlisted the party to bring him back 2 mystical gems that he needs to sort of maintain his crop here in Barovia, extending out to the spy network, the Weresloths, that are spread all throughout the vast regions, and people need a little bit of that good Barovia bomber to kind of chill off after the end of a long day. You noticed some shenanigans going on at the farm itself, including Baba Lasagna's hut that was sort of being attacked and things of that sort. After a confrontation with Baba Lasagna and a very successful stealth mission, nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
Mission failed successful.
You discovered that Strahd was visiting Baba Lasagna and partaking of the good kind, and in order to feel human again, much like the acclaimed Beauty and the Beast song. So heroes, as you had a bit of an interaction, that's from my theater notes. While that interaction sort of played out, heroes, you made a deal with Baba Lasagna. Baba Lasagna was like, I'm not giving this.
He made a deal.
I'm not giving this gem back. However, you guys should go check out over on Cypress Hill, Insane in the Membrane. Head over to Cypress Hill and get the gem back from there. Oh, thank you, May Say. I appreciate you all. And that is where we left our heroes. So heroes, you found yourself out of Baba Lasagna.
Baby lasagnas.
Baby lasagna.
You're not changing it anymore. Okay, that's the last one. You find yourself out of baby lasagna.
You're welcome.
What's happened to me, baby lasagna? Your favorite infant rapper.
You got it, gang.
You find yourself outside of baby lasagna's hut, heading over back towards where Pyre and the Silent Bob are. Just as Pyre's eyes get real wide and then kind of shrink back down. And Pyre, you lose all of your memory except for the for short-term memory. You have short-term memory loss, just like Dory. So you got about 10 seconds in you until everything resets. You're trying to figure out exactly what is going on. So you're sort of laying in the grass, Bob. You realize that some of you are down a couple of spell slots, and you might want to rest for the evening before you go. And tackle Cypress Hill and whatever sort of beast and baddies lie in wait. So, heroes, what would you like to do?
continue to make grass angels. And look
Yeah, Bob and you are just kind of laying in the grass, and occasionally, like, he'll just kind of be laying in the grass, and he'll do a little, like, grass angel with you and things of that sort. So yeah.
There you go.
I make my giant friendly door. Go to bed.
You actually go and make your giant friendly door, and you don't know if it's the surrounding magic surrounding the area or things of that sort. But as you open up the door leading into your area, the entire first floor is covered in beanbags. It's a very good vibe. You didn't even remember sort of that, but maybe your subconscious did. In one corner of the room is a popcorn machine, so the smells of like popcorn are sort of
Like wave the popcorn smell, maybe getting everyone else inside.
yeah, the smells of popcorn are coming from inside.
Is there actually popcorn inside?
Poster from?
There's actually a popcorn like machine inside. All of the penguins are walking around, but all of them have
I see. No, this is theme park
these
thing where they
glasses
just
on.
Okay.
They walk around and stuff like that. So all the penguins are like sort of waddling around.
Blacklight.
Everything is blacklight, and the penguins like occasionally will walk, and like one of them will just like walk into a wall and just.
Are there those posters where like you have to like look at them kind of like funny, and you can see pictures?
Magic eye posters? Yeah, except these are actual like magic eye posters. like as soon as you see the picture, it like comes out and like hey there, like and it talks to you and stuff. Yeah,
This
it's
is the worst.
Oh my god. Okay, then can I establish that Etheria went in and made her dinner like gorging on popcorn, 3 of the 13 brownies, non-medicated, that she got, and just talking to the paintings. I mean, she doesn't even have to have had partaken to
absolutely
find
you
that
can.
what she does.
You eat 13 of
No, 3 of the 13.
You eat 3
They're
of the
very large
13 brownies given to you by Baba Lasagna, the witch.
Right.
I need you to roll me a D100 3 times, please.
Not a bad thing, right?
I'll just roll it all at once.
Here we go. It's
2,
inside my house
3.
too.
All right.
If only we were in a magic house.
It's taking a while to roll. Okay, here we go. That is a 96.
She pops the first brownie. You don't notice anything. It's nothing bad. I mean, you're a child. What would a witch do to an adventuring party, even a small child, by just giving her like magic? So you do a 96.
Yep.
Okay.
A 56.
Okay.
And a 68.
Cool.
Ah,
I was waiting for the 6 at the end.
we'll owe you one.
Nice.
She's 10.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh,
You don't notice any change on the first one. You all notice that the temperature of the room gets like colder, but it's not. Let me read this
It's an ice
exactly how it
palace.
says. You notice that the room gets colder, but not like too cold. It's just slightly colder. It's not cold enough that you got to go put on a jacket, but just cold enough to be just slightly uncomfortable cold. Like somebody's been messing with your thermostat and they kind of mess things up. So you don't notice anything with the first brownie. The second brownie, you notice it gets a little colder. Everybody kind of notices that if you're around Etheria. The third brownie, you get a weird taste in your throat. It's just a weird taste in your mouth. There's like something in your mouth.
Oh no, then crap. Then she eats a 4th brownie to get the weird taste out of her mouth.
Oh my
Roll it.
god.
I mean, come on.
As you go to eat the
just
brownie, you
being
can't
true to
eat
my
the brownie
character here.
because you have to pull the thing out of your mouth first, and it is a 50-foot ribbon. That's just, it's just a ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. But as that comes out of your mouth to wash the taste out of your mouth, you eat a 4th
Well,
brownie.
yeah, of course, because it's got a bad
Fire is
taste.
just wide-eyed watching this. Like, whoa.
All right, that's a 90.
Bob is outside the door, just peeking his head in.
Can he come in?
I don't know him well enough.
Hey, he's cool. He's
Oh,
cool.
I need to take another brownie off my inventory.
He seems to be one of the few things that just won't kill us right now.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Oh no.
Strahd dies.
No. Give me a D6,
When you
please.
eat a jelly bean and it's the Birdie Bots jelly beans, and then you eat a bad one, you eat a good one to balance out the flavor. That's
is
how these
so
work.
Give
Some of us
me
drink
a D6, please.
Yes.
right.
Okay, here, I'm just
Hell
gonna roll
yeah.
it here. It's a 6.
Boom. Ophelia turns into a boat.
A boat?
Ophelia's gone. Ophelia's like, these brownies are boat. Just a boat. Just like a sail, like in the middle of the living room. Ophelia loses like any sort of like thought. It's a beautiful boat. It's got like pink and it's got like little pictures of like cookies and brownies along the side. There's a mast and everything. Bob, you're like, can Bob come in? And you like, yeah, okay. And Bob kind of walks forward and he sees the boat and then immediately turns around and
I'm
just
just
walks
like,
out.
I'm having a real bad trip, guys.
Just can't come in. to your house.
Oh, that's
Chris
right.
can't come in.
They don't
Chris
even
can't
realize
come in.
she's not a fairy yet, and then she's like, "Oh, they think it's just a trip."
Oh, yeah. Ophelia, you are now a boat for the next 6 minutes. As Ophelia goes full boat in the middle of the living room.
You never go full boat.
Connie's just really super distracted. Looks kind of sad as he's walking around, just kind of lost in thought. He looks over and sees the boat. Casts dispel magic and continues walking.
As you cast the spell magic, Ophelia's on like all fours and like still has like her hair's up in a little like sail, and it kind of flops down over her face.
Magnolia takes the rest of the brownies and just shakes her head. No.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can I?
Where do you go? Do you go
her?
upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
I don't want her to just take the brownies from
She
me.
goes upstairs towards her room. Are you going after her?
She just took them from me.
Yeah.
Can I try to take them back? Like,
you could, but
try
you
to
had forgotten
resist?
you forgot how to walk upstairs. Downstairs is perfectly fine. Suddenly, the effects of the first brownie, getting downstairs is super easy. You totally can wrap your head around this, but you're not sure how Magnolia is doing this. Magnolia is walking upstairs.
What?
Sorcery. Like,
Humans never meant for this kind
you
of
don't know how she's doing it. You're like looking at the stairs. You're like,
What's going on?
and she's like, you're like, don't know what she's doing.
I
How
have
she's
wings.
Okay.
Can I fly up the stairs? I want my brownies back.
Is there a little lip? Can she fit, or does she have to walk up the stairs?
She could fit.
Yeah, you fly up, but you're not sure what she's doing.
I
Like,
want
what
my
sort
brownies
of
back.
eldritch god she has promised herself to.
Those
be-
brownies are super useful, even if I don't eat them. I want my
They're
brownies
not
back.
super useful. You just turned into a boat.
Right, but what if somebody else, like that's our enemy, turns into a boat?
Then
She's got a
you
point.
can ask me and I will give you one.
No, I want them now.
I fear there are many.
I won't eat
there are
anymore.
Very little
I promise
things.
I won't eat anymore.
Pinky promise. Let me see all your fingers and your toes.
She looks confused. Looks at her toes.
Like, pinky promise I give her.
You make the most sacred of pinky promises. This promise echoes throughout the universe as a whole, sending ripples down the time-space continuum. As somewhere Cheshire, who is still deaf, goes, "Holy shit, a pinky promise!" And he looks up from his magazine. He's like, "Nobody's died in a while. That's weird." That's his magazine in a little bit. Sure.
I give them back.
We have the Cheshire King.
You have the brownies back.
All right, I'm fine.
Yeah.
We go pick a bead bag and eat more popcorn then.
Do you fly back down the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah, the minute you fly back down the stairs, you look up, you're like, guess I'll
does he
die. Like, cool.
How does he do it?
Cool. Everybody else is like resting and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Ish.
You're not inside the house.
No,
right?
is it still pretty light outside, or like is it?
It
like
is
dusk?
Barovia, my dude. We are looking at gray for a lot of the day.
Word. Then Ironwood's just gonna take his shoes off and he's gonna dig his feet into the dirt just a little bit, just try to get anchored, because the house is not where he can be right now. So
Okay.
he's gonna
Yeah,
try
you
to-
dig your feet in the sand and things of that sort.
Nice.
Give me a D100, pal.
Ooh, that's fun. What's that one and this one? 34.
34. Yeah. We'll play with this. We'll see if that works. You sit outside. You kind of try to make camp for the night. You put yourself close to the door in case there's an emergency. You can yell out. At a certain point in the night, I'll say in the middle of the night, as everybody kind of settles down for a long rest in various states of like drug-addledness or being very tired and things of that sort, an individual would come and speak to you and sort of walk over to you, seemingly out of the mist. At first, you think it's Patches because he's built like Patches, just big and burly, big-shouldered, like anyone want a peanut? Like he's just a big dude. But as he comes walking out, it's not Patches, but this dude is a straight-up Viking. This dude has a shock of red hair, a great big bushy beard, red in nature. The dude is decked out in armor except for the left hand. The left hand is metal for some reason. Like you're not sure like what happened here, as he's gone like full Evil Dead here. And he goes, "Soldier,
Yeah.
are you a soldier?"
I've been called many things, mate, but sure.
What are you doing here in Barovia?
Oh, my friends keep you right, inside the house. I'm just kind of keeping a lookout.
And they kicked you out like a dog.
I chose to be out here.
Drink?
Well, what you got in mind?
He reaches into his side and pulls out a flask, and he sits down on the ground hard. You know what I mean? It's starting to get a little dark out and stuff like that. As he takes the flask and takes this huge swig and just sort of hands it over to you, and he goes, "It takes a right sort of man to be able to be outside in Barovia at night by himself, even with a door at his back."
I mean, any sort of man could test his mettle outside. I choose to, enjoy the ambience while I can.
What's your name?
Well, what's it to you?
I'm not asking for your name. I'm just asking what's your name.
Well, they call me Ironwood.
Fair, because you're a tree.
Yes, I'm many things, and you. And who are you?
I don't remember.
As in, your memory's gone sideways, or it's been too long since you've been asked it?
He looks down at his hand, really sad. You see this pain sort of go through his eyes, and he reaches out to his side and takes his hand and goes like this. And it's reminiscent of the Thor move where he's he's calling forth Mjolnir. And he sticks the hand out like this, and he's concentrating, and then he stops and he goes, "Why do we fight, Ironwood? Why do we do it?
Depends on what you're fighting for, mate.
They're always stronger. They're always going to lose people. There's never enough drink. There's never enough weapons. So why do we do it? Why do we do it?"
As long as you got someone in your heart that you're fighting for, regardless of the outcome, that's worth everything.
That's stupid.
Is it?
I like stupid. And he looks at the flask and drops the flask down next to you. He goes, "You carry on, Ironwood. Carry on, true." And he claps you on the shoulder. And then looks about the space, looking confused, and he goes, "Do you know which way it is?"
To where you going?
Home.
I always figure that if you're following Moss, you head the right direction.
He kind of looks around and he goes, "Hi."
That way.
Yeah. Home. It's close. I can feel it. And he just walks off into the sort of graying fogs.
Picked up the flask.
Yeah.
Just told this man to follow the moss. I hope he
You
knows where he
just
wants
told
to.
this man to follow
We
Moss.
saw animated sticks. There might be animated moss now.
Heroes, you find yourselves experiencing a long rest. The effects of brownies and things of that sort of weighing off. The effects of smoke weighing off.
I need to know that the whole time Pyre has been trying to use Druidcraft to make plants grow from the little bit of brownie that she saved to see if she can cultivate one.
She can cultivate her own. Give me a nature check.
Can't believe the mansion now has a grow room.
Okay.
If you believe hard enough.
That is a 13.
You go full Wally. It's not a very good plant, but it's you got a little there's the brownie and then growing out of the top of it. It's boom, Eva. You got a little you got a little green plant growing out of the top.
She
of it.
immediately puts it into a little pot that she would probably appear in her
You put it
room.
into the pot. You go run into the kitchen to get some water, and you come out and you're holding a pitcher of water and you have no idea what you're doing out here.
Yeah.
So you drink from the pitcher, and Bob's looking at you, and he's like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah!
you go over. This is how you spend the majority of your night with Bob
trying
just
to
being
water this plant.
and Bob's just and then eventually Bob's the plant. You're watering the plant. You grew the plant. Water in the plant.
He speaks.
Don't tell him. No one will believe you.
No ticket. Just it's just
The lid.
Yeah. Everybody can mark down a long rest on your sheet. You can mark down a gray flask. that looks war-beaten, singed, acid-burned, little chips of ice on it, like this thing has been put through the ringer. Heroes, you wake up the next morning. You know where you must go. To Cypress Hill. It may be insane. It may be insane in the membrane. But you must head to Cypress Hill in order to gather up, you're welcome, Cat, to gather up the last of the gems.
Can't we go to Salisbury Hill?
Before we head out the door,
Jumping off the
Connie wants to get everybody together before we get out and see Ironwood. Listen, so last night, because of the deal Ironwood made, we can't tell him what I'm about to tell you all, what our plan should be. After we go and handle these things on Cypress Hill, I'm going to go and keep my word and go and visit and have dinner with the witch. When I do, you need to find something to do with Ironwood. We need to find some way to distract him, to keep him gone, to not be around. And then you all need to come in and attack. When I give this signal,
Attack.
the witch. We're gonna kill the witch.
Oh,
It's the only way we're ever gonna free Ironwood. Plus, she's working with Strahd, and I don't know what she wants with me, but she's got something. There's some soft spot that she has for me, and that's a weakness, and we can exploit that, and I can trick her.
Hey, Connie, hey.
Yeah.
He's got one.
Maybe, hear me out, you have one dinner first, do a bit of reconnaissance, right? Yeah? Sort of figure out what maybe her deal is. Then the next time you have dinner, then we can go in guns blazing.
We're not strong enough to
Or-
go against her power.
Yeah.
You don't think so? Maybe.
Not yet.
Well, I'm the
especially
first one
with-
to light my own torch when it comes to that sort of thing, but I don't think I'm personally strong enough.
Well, especially only 4 of us, because if Ironwood's back and somebody stays back to distract him, then that only leaves 4 of us,
Yeah.
which is like 2/3.
Maybe there's a
So-
way we can. Maybe we could figure out a way we can shield.
Good math. I'm proud of
The
you.
other thing I can think of is if we can figure out a way to shield Ironwood's mind. And if we can do that so that he can't be controlled by her, then we could trick her into thinking that she's got him under control, and then we both get her from behind while you all attack her from the front.
Interesting choice of words. I'm sure that Dimitri maybe has something, right? One of it is something that can work on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can talk to Chance too. Maybe he can help.
Dimitri had it
Yeah,
because
sure.
he sold it to me.
What?
She needs
What?
to get
Do you
some
have
help.
it?
Yeah, it's in my shielding ring.
Well, I've got one of those too, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're
so
looking
then-
for a ring.
You have a ring like that?
So
Yeah,
2
I
people
bought
have
it from
them?
Dimitri last.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
You have a mind shielding ring.
Yeah.
You have an influence shielding ring.
Influence shielding ring. Cool.
That? If it's an influence, then maybe that's
Hold on. Is yours better then?
We could try and
probably.
We just put
Wait,
both
hold on,
rings on
hold
it?
on, hold on.
I mean, is that one of those things that you have to like think about and like sleep next to and stuff like that before it works?
Sort of, yeah. Mine's kind of linked.
I'm trying to think how she would think of attunement.
Attunement.
Because like,
No, that's a really good way of putting it, actually. Yeah.
You sleep with it.
Mine's sort of linked to my soul at this point. So, yeah.
That's 2
Well-
for 2. Whatever breakfast you want, I will make it.
It was the brownies. Yeah, Connie, I appreciate your bloodlust, I really do. But I think maybe we should, take this one a bit more carefully because she's like wicked powerful, like real scary sort of powerful. So, yeah.
I mean, we can also find leverage. Nothing says we can't. We don't have to kill her. We could use her for things. We just
Aye,
have to find the
leverage.
right leverage.
Yeah.
I could find out some stuff, I guess. I could go
Leverage.
have dinner with her once.
Yeah.
But I'll leave Colin Robinson outside, and then he can let you know if it's time to attack.
or we could just tell Strahd that she wants to kill him, and then let Strahd take care of it.
We tried that before.
No.
He likes her
Well,
because she
well,
makes
okay.
she gives him those things that make him feel like normal.
Now she's got the leverage on him, yeah. So I,
See,
hey, hear me out.
leverage.
I have also now I have started my own little plant, so I could maybe make more of those. Then I could start making these.
Then we
specialty
kill her and we
recipes.
corner the market.
That's the end game. Then profit.
Wait,
Sure.
what if she gave him one, but it wasn't actually from her. It was from us, and we poisoned it. And then he would think that she poisoned him, and he would get mad, and then he would take care of her.
I do like this idea.
Kind of
It's very complicated. I like it.
It's a really
poison
good
might
idea,
not work
actually.
on him.
What? Oh, okay. Well, we could put what about garlic in it? You know, let me work on getting this plant to be more than one plant, and then we could sort of have a rival business with Baba Lasagna, and then I could provide it to Strahd, and then he would be under my influence because he needs the brownies to feel human again. So
All right,
I'm
I
now
sort of
rewriting
follow
this.
that. I sort of follow that. But
What about the house?
I think the house, we would have to take care of that too. when we
yeah,
do
but
it.
no,
I'm
what
giving
if
this
the
an
house
Always
is
Sunny
leverage?
title currently. The gang decides to start a weed business.
How did your Curse of Strahd end? The normal way. All of the heroes kind of let Strahd do his thing, and they started a very lucrative medicinal marijuana business with an 8-year-old as the mascot. You know,
10, excuse me.
traditional Curse of Strahd.
yeah, she comes up with the recipes before we put the.
No, I come up with the names.
She's in charge of animals.
So,
Unicorn glitter.
so what is our plan?
Well, right now
that's
it's
the
just
plan.
let's go to the hill. We got some time.
Yeah, we got time.
Maybe tomorrow night I'll go visit the witch.
My effective health is having him in the front, so yes.
Okay. I've got to send a message real quick before we leave, though. So just.
Leverage?
Leverage, yes.
Leverage.
You've heard two of us say
Leverage.
this. Thank you. I knew we were going to get along.
I think it's Lev. I think
You
it's
say vampire. I
It's
say
leverage.
vampire.
It's leverage.
It's leverage.
It's leverage
Leverage.
for everyone.
I think it's.
I'm not
Leverage.
going to the little building. Good night, guys.
I think it's Everidge. The L is
I
silent.
went to the.
What is your sending?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Dimitri is shopkeep at
Compound.
This is okay. You're part of the
former windmill. Now shop. Very powerful. Our friend. Please leave flame with him. He's against Strahd. Hope you're well. Kisses.
Sucker.
Sucker. She goes. She opens with kisses.
That's what I said.
Question mark. Dimitri, at Old Windmill, will leave flame with him.
Okay.
I hope you're right. It is very powerful. Strahd wants it.
Of course.
What are you going? And that's it.
I'll put them in to kill Strahd.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Cases. Haunted hostess. Haunted hostess is like kisses.
It's just in the game.
JK, honest.
Haunted hostess. This is the character you're going to be playing when you come and play. I'll send you your character stats. Just message me on the Discord. And I'll even send you a little picture of what you look like. Okay. Cool. That is your message sent for the day.
Sure is.
What are you doing this morning while they're having meetings inside? And
It's probably just getting myself together, and it's just trying to think of. It's making plans.
making plans.
Just
Yeah. Okay.
drawing plans.
Anybody casting anything on themselves before you set off for Cypress?
Mage armor.
Mage armor. Mage armor.
Mage armor.
Mage armor. You get a mage armor. 3
Anybody
mage
else?
armors. Okay.
A Shield of Fate doesn't go for 10 minutes, so I can't do anything yet.
Heroes, the road and trail to Cypress Hill is perilous. It is not totally difficult to be able to walk down, but it is a bit of a trek. Even setting off first thing in the morning, to navigate through this area, the only one that probably doesn't have a huge hard time with this is Etheria, who just kind of hovers above the worst of the brambles and the briars and things of that sort that just sort of are on the ground. You begin to walk down this trail, and it leads into the woods. you start to notice these dark, ominous clouds gathering overhead. It's not uncommon to see clouds in Barovia and things of that sort, but as you begin to walk further and further towards Cypress Hill, you do start to see the hill sort of cresting above you, almost as if you're walking towards it, and you're getting closer and closer to walking towards it. As you crest the hill, you see your first big glimpse of the Druid Circle. As you look down into this circle, into this patch of land, you see a few things. The first thing you see as you sort of crest the hill and look down into Cypress Hill are two bodies that at one point must have been guards. The two individuals are asleep, leaning against a tree. Each of them has a wooden staff in hand and are wearing brown and green robes. The vines that were around the area have climbed up into the body through every available orifice. So ears, nose, throat, and other places. The vines have covered them, and the vines are causing the body to breathe. Because the body a long time ago stopped, but you're seeing the heart sort of boom, boom, because the skin is so taut at this point that you're seeing the vines have wrapped around the vital organs of these individuals and sort of kept them pumping and moving and kept them alive to a certain degree. At this point, there are two of them that are there, and both of their heads sort of turn up and look, and you see the vines are the ones sort of turning the heads, both of them, to look at you all as you crest the hill and sort of come down. The two of them are just looking at you.
We wanted the M rating so we could say fuck, not so you should jump straight into body.
No, I know. I should have mentioned before, this is going to be our only mature rated show and things of that sort. But this is creepy good times. The two individuals sort of look over at the party. You know what I mean?
Will you try to talk to them?
Oh, yeah.
Talking.
You're the druid.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She casts Speak with Plants.
This time, this is very quiet. This time, if they say, "Are you with Strahd?" Just like pause for a second. It might be to our advantage.
Strahd
We'll say,
adjacent?
yeah.
Okay. Hiya!
The two bodies do not react. The DM visibly breaks. So like, hello.
Hail and well met. Friends, may we pass?
This area has been taken back by nature.
Yeah, no, I'm a druid. I'm one with nature. Yeah, I'm actually on your team. I prefer nature to other people, so...
You are here to finish the work.
What exactly is the work? How can I help? What's that going on?
To protect the nature of Barovia.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely cause. What does that entail exactly? Protecting the nature of Barovia? What would my job be?
Protect the plants as any druid would want.
Yes, well, these are all my compatriots. They love nature. Here's a tree.
Hello.
Yes. So what's your mission then? Is your plan to protect all the plants, kill all other things that aren't plants? Or to sort of live in harmony with everyone and sort of work together?
We are merely the watchers here.
Okay.
We protect the viewer.
Who's the viewer?
We are unaware.
So you protect the viewer, but you don't know who the viewer is?
We were never given a name.
Oh, got it. So what's the viewer like?
He watches
Yeah.
his home.
Watches his home. Okay.
One of the arms like creaks, and as it goes to creak, you watch as the vine sort of try to lift it up, and it stays in place. It's like the body's too dry at this point. The head turns and looks and sees that arm is not going to be pointing anytime soon. It tries to shake the left, and the left does have some mobility and sort of points forward. You see that the fog and the clouds that have been in the sky have coalesced above this area, and from certain points in the distance you can see this gorgeous white castle. off in the distance, there are church bells ringing. You can smell the smell of like yummy, delicious like meat sandwiches being cooked
That's never
and
been
things of
tried.
that sort, and that sort of emanating from the cloud as you realize that you've reached it. You've reached this point where individuals
Oh,
would
no.
come to White Castle
Oh, God.
and like look up and see the what you guys what. This is written in the book. It's written in the book. I didn't
This is
change
Barovia
anything.
101.
White Castle.
How did your character die? Typical Strahd fashion.
Yeah. You watch and look, and sure enough, on the horizon there is this castle that seems to be obscured by the mist. That's off in the distance. It's this idyllic scene, and sure enough, from central points all spread throughout this grove, you could look up and see this beautiful citadel that seems to be in Barovia, this White Castle.
Yeah, well, can we go talk to the Watcher to see what we can do to join Team Green, you know? Help all the plants in Barovia?
Persuasion check.
Okay, I was just being honest.
I mean, you are being honest
Okay, no,
here.
it's fine,
That's why
it's
it's not a deception check.
So that's a 21.
21. They sort of like extend. He extends his hand and he goes, "Welcome."
It's fine for all my friends to pass to you because they're going to join the team to help. You know,
They shall protect the plants as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Great. Do you have a name?
I did at some point. We are all the tree.
You're all the tree. Do you want like your own personal name?
Why would we need one?
I don't know. Autonomy, make you feel special.
He looks at you confused for the first time. He goes, "We all come from the dirt.
Yeah, we do.
We
All
shall return to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
We have started the process early.
Got it. What do you mean by that?
We are part of the system.
Yeah. Is it part of the Watcher system?
The tree.
The tree. Is the tree the Watcher? Are you talking about one specific tree? I want to make sure I know which tree to talk to.
The Golthias tree.
Gothias tree.
Do we know what that is?
History check, kids.
History or nature check?
This would be. I will allow history, religion, or nature here.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm
gonna go
going to
history.
do a religion check then.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. The dice give it away. Okay. It's a 9. It's a 14.
Okay.
I got a 21 history.
21 history.
7.
And we can communicate with a little
read
freak.
a lot.
You got a 14.
Yeah, sure did.
14, a 7.
Yeah,
15.
7.
What did you get, Mike?
21.
21. It's tough with a 14. Like, how that sounds familiar.
17.
17 comes
Nature.
from nature. And what was yours?
21 history.
History. Nature, you know of Golthias trees, are trees that have a very intricate system underneath them. The root system extends for miles and miles and miles. A normal tree would have like a little root system. Golthias trees are trees that are known to extend their root system miles and miles and miles, sort of circulating out and connecting with other trees, almost forming like a incorporated network, like a wide network. History check is Golthias trees. You remember reading up on these because there was a rumor that if you could tap into a Golthias tree, you could tap into, coincidentally, every plant that Golthias tree was touching, and it represents a human nervous system. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like this is the brain stem, and these are the stems that sort of reach out. So, like, I mean, technically, this is a mind in tree form that's sort of like branching out and reaching out to the far reaches and things of that sort.
Are you communicating this to us through our freaks?
Me?
Yeah, with a good check.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I think I would.
I think you would say it out loud.
Yeah, I'd say it out
The
loud.
vines.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering if you're saying it out loud or are we...
I'll communicate it out loud. Connie will just say it out loud.
Yeah, see, my friends know plants. And
But you
we'll-
all have to make a wisdom save as I take a really long time to tell you all that information.
That is more than fair.
Oh, come on.
Anybody
that's
that
a
totally
uneducated-
whiffs this by a lot is going to take a point of exhaustion.
That was a
here.
23.
23, you're fine.
18.
18, you're fine.
Thank God. That's me, 19.
19, you're fine.
15.
Oh, what was it again?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom. It's 19 plus.
Yeah, everybody's fine. Nobody whiffs
God, we
this
have blunts.
and takes a point of exhaustion or anything like that. But Connie goes off on a diatribe and says, "This is the fascinating thing," and you're getting it in stereo because Colin is just like piping up with little like, "Actually," you know what I mean, and like and correcting and things of that sort. So
See, my friends know the trees. We know the plants.
he visibly calms down a second and just kind of sits back down. The hill, there is one path that leads straight in, okay? And if you were to look down this path all the way down, following this one particular road, it gets to a stone circle, and it goes past the stone circle, almost like you're looking straight down at this path that goes through this druid orchard, and it dead ends, boom, at this large tree. Like green, blacks and stuff like that. It looks alive, but it looks barely alive. But you have to walk past this stone circle with, there's only 2 openings in the stone circle. It's like the entrance and the exit, okay? So do you know what I mean by this? Like if you're looking down, there's this long road. I'm going to point it out like this. I'm going to point it out to you guys. So, road, going down.
Yeah.
And it dead ends at the tree.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That is what you see.
We've got to pass through the circle to get there.
Yeah, I can still talk to the tree.
You can. It's
The
working well
tree
so
looks
far.
sick. Can you
Yeah.
fix it?
Probably, yeah. I'll ask if it wants to be fixed. Hiya.
Are we just walking down the road?
Can I fly over the circle?
You can certainly try.
I'm stopping at the.
Does
Front
anyone
of the
want to be
circle.
stealthy?
Yeah, I think actually Colin Robinson and Connie are going to go invisible,
Okay.
and I'm going to try and stealth walk through.
I'm
my
gonna
soft
cast
boots of
pass without a trace on everyone.
Okay.
Oof.
Pass without a trace on everybody.
I
Good
am.
idea.
If you're staying within 30 feet, I believe, of Magnolia, you get that plus 10 to stealth.
I get advantage as well, which is really good that I got that pass without a trace because that's 2 4s.
I'm going to stay exactly or a
Yeah,
split
just roll
second,
2 4s.
30
But I do
feet
have,
above Magnolia. I'm going to fly.
Perfect. I need you to roll a d20 for me and let me know if you get a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
You're up in the air, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a 13.
Okay, you are fine. The clouds start like little bits of lightning shooting back and forth between the clouds as you start flying up in the air. That only started when Etheria took to the sky. And right now, looks like she is fine, but while she's flying in the air, and while you continue to fly, that lightning is just going to start to bubble up in the clouds a little bit.
I'm gonna pop the detect magic and just take a look around real fast.
Okay. Yeah, buddy. You pop a detect magic while everybody is sort of preparing spells and things of that sort. You don't know what it is, but something from the center of that stone circle that you're going to have to walk right past is glowing majorly. The Gulthias tree is also glowing pretty majorly, and as you pop detect magic, you can see that there are...
Fantastic.
Man, I don't even know if these would glow. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
There are there's 6 branches on the tree that are glowing.
Okay.
There are 3 vines around the tree that are also glowing.
Okay.
And you see 6 other small saplings around the tree that are also glowing.
Is this a beholder
What's
tree?
what kind of magic is it?
Yeah, but I know.
It would be a mixture of conjuration and necromancy.
I will point this out in D&D terms. Convey everything.
The middle area, you don't know what it is, but it's glowing like the noonday sun. And at the middle
the one
there,
in the center.
the one in the center, and it's the same magic that came forth from the gem.
Okay. Cool.
I had said hello to the tree.
Okay, as you walk past down that road to the stone circle, you walk past the statue of Strahd, wooden in appearance. That is at the center of it is a little like rib cage, and inside is the gem that you're searching for. So you walk past that statue as well. and you go straight towards the Golthias tree. That's at the end of this path.
Is this within the stone circle? Because I have
Nope,
not entered
it is
that.
past the stone circle. That's where the Golthias tree is.
But I have seen
the
the
stone
statue.
circle is here, and you're like, I want to go talk to the tree. So you walk this way, past the stone circle, where the Strahd statue is, and over towards where the tree is in the little grove over here.
Strahd statue's in the middle of the stone circle.
Strahd statue is in the middle of the is in the middle of the stone circle. It is a
Halfway
brown.
Tree.
It is a mixture of wood and bronze that is standing there, and in the center of it is the gem that you are looking for. It is the Chong gem, made by the artificer Chong, that facilitates plant growth, and it is being held in the center of this space. Throughout your walk, you probably saw 9 or 10 other druids that are just slumped at various points, their circulatory system filled with those branches that are just sort of laying at the ground at random parts, and that giant tree. Did you want to walk past and say hello to the tree? Or did you want to stop at
There's
the
a scary statue.
Okay.
Basically begging me to walk by.
Yeah, you stop by the statue.
I stop away from the statue.
The statue's eyes are pointed up towards the sky as if it is perpetually looking at White Castle. And it is just sort of in this look of joy on its face as it's staring up in perpetual awe. It looks like Strahd, but it's missing some of the monstrous features of him. Like, this has a smile, it doesn't have a cruel smile. Like, this looks like this was made by somebody who loves Strahd, and like, perhaps even before his vampirism hit. He's handsome in this, it's stoic. But there's a quiet sadness to him that you have yet to encounter with Strahd.
Whoever made this like Strahd.
Want to ask your plant friends who made it?
Yeah, but now I'm scared to walk past the statue.
Are there like other druids kind of the same situation around?
Yeah, they're all just sort of scattered about at various parts.
Go talk to another vine druid.
Yeah, I can talk to one of
I
the
don't get it. If is the tree controlling them, or are they controlling the tree? Because I think they said, well, so the Watcher, we got to find the Watcher who actually controls the tree, and then the Watcher can kill the
I
druids.
think the Watcher is the tree.
I think the Watcher is the tree.
We are all on Team Plant as far as everyone is concerned.
Well, but I'm just saying that the Watcher, you can if you can control the Golthias tree, and you can control all the plants around that it's connected with.
Maybe we don't say super out loud control tree and plants.
I mean, I'm just saying, maybe we're better off not talking to the tree and then going into the castle and talk to the Watcher.
The tree looks sick though.
Well, that's
The
true.
tree looks-
That's true. We should ask it how
The
it's.
tree looks weird. The tree looks.
It's got necromantic energy on it too.
And maybe that's why it's sick.
Yeah.
I have ridiculous trust issues now that I can't even trust a tree. So we'll unpack that later. But what do we think the best course of action is at the moment? I can still talk to the plants.
I think you should talk to the tree.
Okay, one for tree.
All right.
We're voting.
I mean,
Tree first.
Tree first, 2 for tree. Tree?
No.
I mean, trees can't run, so if the tree says really mean things and acts like it's going to kill you, you should just run away because it can't move anywhere.
Well, funny thing
Alright,
about
hold
that is all of these, see everything around here, all connected, one mind, right? So we're sort of in.
Oh, I forget because I can fly and trees can't fly, so I'm probably in less danger. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but what's with the sky though? When you fly up, it gets crackly.
Oh yeah, there's lightning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you still flying?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me another d20.
I mean, I've probably flown slightly closer to them so that I can have that conversation, but
So how far off the ground are you?
we'll say 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Just give me let me know if you roll a 1.
No, it's a 5.
Okay. Cool.
How far away is the tree?
The tree's like 25 feet away.
Cool. So
high
it
up
works
is
for
the
30
castle?
feet. So
The castle itself, it's like in the mist. You'd have to travel a ways. It looks like it's off in the distance and things of that sort. But it's hard to tell because you're getting like it's like in the
Far
fog.
away through
It's
the
farther
mist.
away, yeah, through the mist
Far away
and
through
things
the
of that
mist.
sort.
Gotcha.
Okay.
horse perspective.
Pyre's gonna call out from 30 feet away.
Okay. The minute Pyre calls out,
Cool.
the 6 twig blights drop out of the tree and just sort of stand there at attention. The 3 assassin vines start swishing on the ground like this, just sort of moving almost like a giant snake on the ground, just as Pyre reaches out. And as that happens, what looks like The saplings get up out of the ground, and you see that the sapling is just one of the spines for this creature that walks up out of the ground, and there are 6 of those as well that come out of the ground. They look like evil swamp thing. They are filled with needles. So these things are just walking sort of bestial like enemies. If you want to look, they are named Needle Lords. If you want to look up a picture of what a Needle Lord looks like. 6 of these things sort of like bristle out of the ground and just sort of look over as the 6 blights, the 6 Needle Lords, and the 2 vines all sort of like pop out and look over towards where you are speaking.
Hiya, are you okay?
The tree responds with, I am fine.
Good. Yes, our friends at the front, they just wanted us to check on you, make sure you're okay. We're passing through. So you good?
What do you wish?
We're sort of wishing to just go up to the castle, but I am on sort of, making sure the plants are okay here.
There is no castle.
That looks like a castle. Am I wrong? I could be wrong.
It is an illusion.
An illusion? Did you do that?
No.
Oh.
It is a torture.
Oh, is it torturing you?
No.
No?
What need have I of a castle?
I don't know, that's why I was saying maybe if it was torturing you, we could find a way to help it. But you didn't cause it.
This is the Baron's boyhood home.
The Baron's boyhood home. Baron von Strahd?
There is only one.
Okay. Are you friends with him? Are you good? Are you against him?
The tree goes, I am a tree.
Yes. And
I am for the land.
As am I. Honestly, I could not say that with more of my heart than I possibly could. So you are on Team Nature, as am I. Is there any way I could sort of help you? Is there some sort of situation going on here? We were sort of sent to help the trees.
Eliminate the age of man and return it to nature.
Okay.
Hey, Pine. I know you're dealing with. Make sure to ask him about the gem. That's what we're here for.
The one in the statue?
Yeah. Is it his? Can we just take it?
Is that gem helping you?
It is part of our grove.
It is part of your grove. So it's helping you grow, helping you achieve your objective.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, I really don't see the problem here. Can't we just... really, this Wizard of Weed... I'm literally actually on the plant side. The Wizard of Weed, they could probably make another one. They can visit this Cheech and Chong and get another one. This is helping the plants grow. I do not see a downside.
Connie is hung back, and he's just outside of the Druid Circle.
Okay.
And he's summoning a mage hand.
Okay.
And he starts to send it toward the...
Okay.
Towards the
statue.
Can we see it?
Is
you
it
guys
invisible?
are talking to the tree. The mage hand is visible.
It's
Yes, I have a
visible, but
mage hand.
you're talking to the tree and things of that sort. But you're still in the little
I'm just outside of the Druid
Give me
Circle.
sleight of mage hand, and you give me a perception check at disadvantage, as you're like, I don't see a problem here with this tree and everything that they have planned and stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Okay, well, it's definitely not 25, so...
Yeah.
It was 14.
Yeah, you don't see it. Yeah, this thing is held behind bars. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you can see the rib cage here, but it's forming bars that hold the gem in place of this wooden bronze, like statue.
Got you. So there's nothing that I couldn't get the hand.
No, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
get up
apply
there
some
and-
brute force to this thing to get the gem out. You could still send the mage hand forward if you wanted to, but just
Can the mage hand get through to touch it?
yeah, absolutely.
I know that much. All right.
Yeah.
And then that's good. I'm okay. I won't.
Is it touching it?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
No, but literally,
But
honestly...
as long as I have a.
Yeah, but
Wait
we're
till
here,
it-
we're here for a job.
I don't see... Yeah, but really, it's just because some person asked us to do it?
It
Is
seems
there
to
a
be
reason
as
why we're doing
MOs for a
this?
lot of things. It's just doing something because somebody asked you to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you to get the stones. Now you're gonna go back on what you told them.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Now that I've realised it's going to
Perception
hurt all of these plants that are harmless at this point.
Or we could have just gotten rid of the bounty.
26.
The tree is growing out of a corpse. And as you look forward, most of the corpse has been eaten away at this point, except for the left metal hand. But this thing is like the vines are swirling over the face, swirling over the body, swirling over the like you can see that it's just coming out of every particular thing, the Golthias tree. But you can see the metal hand was unable to have been sort of eaten away by time and things of that sort. Clutched in the hand is something that you have seen once before, and you see the same spear that Patches had in his hand. That belonged to the great warrior that went up against Strahd, and then things went south, and like only the chosen one gets to wield the spear and things of that sort. But Patches was the last one to hold it. But Patches is like, oh man, I haven't been chosen by the dude yet.
Okay.
Like once the dude chosen me. But you see that body there, and the spear sort of like tangled up in vines and things of that sort.
This is relayed. This is relayed to to the group.
Okay. I still am not really on board with taking this now. I mean, we can help him start up his weed empire with something else.
Esmeralda, Haunted Hostess, just donated 1,000 bits. Thank you, Esmeralda.
Thanks.
To the tree. All right, we're just gonna have to. Hi. What do you fight?
Do you say that to the tree?
Yeah.
Do you speak plant?
I'm tree. I mean,
Fair enough.
common Elvish halfway
that is
primordial
racist.
Sylvan.
Do you need me to translate?
That might be the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why am I asking him this?
Just curiosity, I guess.
Okay. This is Ironwood. What kind of tree are you?
Oh my god, you can't just ask somebody what kind of tree they are.
No, I just This is important.
I'm an Ironwood tree.
Ironwood. This is Ironwood of the Ironwood Grove.
Okay.
And he has a question. He would like to know why you fight.
The twigs drop down a little bit and they start hissing a little bit. There's a as they just sort of like get into aggressive modes. Some of the larger swamp thing looking things look down towards the body that's on the ground and just sort of stare forward. The Golthias tree answers, "To protect my children."
That is a perfectly reasonable explanation. To protect their children.
I shall be here for eternity, and as long as I am here, my children will be safe.
Honestly,
My Baron will be safe.
your Baron will be safe. Got it. So you protect. Wait, is Strahd your child?
The heart of the child rests within the tree.
Strahd's heart is in the tree.
You say that? He goes.
That was more of Cassandra's.
Yeah. That's why Billy was concerned. It was like, okay. Yeah. He goes, the heart of the child rests within the tree.
Okay. Is that a metaphor?
No.
No.
What is a metaphor?
I don't know. What's no, just kidding. I'm not going to do that joke.
So what do you say?
It says that it fights to protect its children,
Okay.
which is a very noble cause as far as I'm concerned. It's literally, Magnolia, you'd understand that, wouldn't you?
I want to get that spear.
Would we be able to pass, I suppose, unattacked? Can we all be friends here?
You may pass
Thank you.
back to the world of the living.
Okay. We're in the world of the dead right now?
You're in the world of plants.
Oh, yeah,
You've
no.
been speaking tree the whole time.
Hey, wait, my friend. This whole world is a world of plants. Humans are just living in it.
False.
Yeah, no. I fully believe.
The areas of land occupied by man,
Yeah.
castles, roadways, where my brethren have fallen.
So we're taking them back, right?
Would you like to join?
Some
of the roots begin to
Yeah, I know.
wriggle and writhe and move their way closer to where Pyre is, just sort of rubbing up against her foot.
The thing is if you want an agent who is able to move about freely, I'm going to need to be able to do that. So if I'm rooted here, I'm not going to be able to do a bit of reconnaissance or see what is going on or help from other parts of this country.
The roots pull back. No face
Got
man.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. The roots pull back. As they pull back, you hear a fine, and then you hear a shout from the top of the hill. What are you doing? As Strahd appears at the top of the hill. From your back. He looks down at the statue, he blinks, and dimension doors directly towards where the party is. And he goes, I may not kill you. I may have a few days left on my time, but I will not let you destroy this monument to my mother. What are you doing?
Actually, hi, you know our relationship. I'm actually not going to lie to you right now. We were just leaving. I don't want to do anything to hurt this grove.
Leave.
All right, we'll leave. Honestly, I'm trying to convince everyone to leave at this point.
All right.
I care for this grove. I care for these trees, and I would like to leave right now.
He walks. He walks into the grove.
Just so you know, we also have a wild magic surge.
Okay.
Thanks.
For who?
Thanks to Haunted Hostess. It not specified, but
I'm gonna
there's
guess that that's for Pyre.
also in addition. Well,
I was doing
considering
so well.
the other part of it was a what? Was a 400. I have to remember what that was. It was a reroll. So Pyre gets a reroll,
Cool.
Okay.
but potentially also a wild magic surge.
I'm
Somebody gets
gonna
a
let
wild magic surge.
Haunted Hostess tell me who that wild magic surge is. Strahd comes in. He is freaking furious. All the times that you have messed with this man and gotten him angry or upset is nothing compared to the sheer unmitigated rage that he has upon his face right now. He looks like he wants to rip off your limbs and like go to town. But the only thing holding him back is his word, which is slowly dwindling.
Strahd, we are leaving.
As he appears and I can see him distracted and angry, Connie is going to creep over and start climbing up the statue.
Okay. I need a stealth check
All right.
as I pull up Strahd's stats.
With advantage and I'm not within 30 feet, so I don't get the plus 10. Huh? Right.
I'm
So
almost higher,
it's
so-
18,
Pointing at the tree.
Okay.
and I'm invisible.
You are invisible. I will make this a disadvantage. Oh, man. Okay.
I'll have your heads up. If you weren't invisible, I'd be helping you out.
What is it?
An 18?
Okay. He hears a noise. As you climb up this thing, you just see as he's like staring at the group, all of a sudden, like his ear twitches and his head snaps audibly, almost as if his neck is breaking, as he stares over. You see him like look over and you freeze on the statue wherever you are, and things of that sort.
Little frog on the side.
Pyre's gonna say loudly, Strahd, we are all leaving. All of us.
Don't speak for me.
Then you speak for yourself.
I want to know what's going on. That was an awful long conversation for just he's protecting his children. That's a 2-minute conversation, not a.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just letting you know that Haunted Hostess I love said, I'm like a Sour Patch doll, give them both to Pyre.
Okay.
love it so much.
Where you're like, I want to know exactly what's going on here. You had a longer conversation than that. You step forward, and as you do, your fire flares up a little bit. And as it does, it sparks a wild magic surge that comes out of nowhere. You're the bless. I need a D100 from you. As the wild magic coalesces on you, as you were having this conversation, right in the middle of the Druid Circle next to Strahd. I need a 1 through 100 here, as you're looking forward at this.
So the spear, is it wrapped in like foliage, vine, all that stuff?
Yes.
Can I use plant growth to try to like just?
You know that's in a huge area, right?
Yes, but I can also like, hey, boom, and just try to get as much growth to it to shoot out of a random direction so I can grab.
You're
it,
trying
hold
to
it.
grow, send your own plant growth over here. Okay.
Right.
What was your D100?
49.
Okay. Okay.
This is why we play D&D though.
Okay. Okay.
Oops, all otters.
Oops, all otters.
Just pause the shoot.
Okay. Odds or even?
Even.
Floating above your head while all this is happening is a ship that manifests in the night sky. As Strahd looks up and he goes, I cannot touch you, but I have allies. All of a sudden, a ladder unfurls from this ship that is floating in the night sky. And he goes, he looks over at you as you're casting the spell to grow the plants up. The creatures immediately jump forward.
Sure.
Strahd puts a hand out to stop them, and as that happens, you're climbing up the statue. And he goes, Strahd is like, we are at a very, very interesting part of our conversation, and here is what is going to happen. In just a moment, all hell is going to break loose, where I will do everything in my power to assist my allies in raising you to the ground so that you feed the trees for millennia, or you walk away. Losers, all of you, as I know you to be. You leave the gem where it is in this monument to my mother and to my glory, and my glory shines here this day. You have a choice to make, each and every one of you. The hero's way or the way to living. Make your decision.
Honestly, I said that I would walk away because we have, as much as I don't like you and I don't believe in anything you stand for, Mothers is something different, and I want to respect that.
Anybody here speak Goblin?
Nope.
Do I?
You hear, light the fuses! From up top of the ship. Up top of this floating ship that just is manifested out of nowhere, that you just hear, light the fuses! And you hear...
I will telepathically say, they're going to drop some bombs, I think. There are goblins in there lighting fuses. And to,
we are
to the
outnumbered,
crew.
outgunned.
Outgunned.
We are
How high up is it?
Outgunned.
This ship is 60 feet in the air above everybody. You are on the statue right now, invisible. If you go to cast a spell or do any sort of action, that invisibility drops. But you just hear to light the fuses, and you're hearing as they can't get the fuses lit. They're waiting for some sort of signal.
Honestly, I say we put our pride away, walk away, live to fight another day. This is ridiculous. Honestly.
Is the plant spear growing?
Are you still casting this?
Well, I figured that's probably what was happening while all that was going on.
Strahd will look over at you, and he goes, and he looks down at the spear, and he goes, make your choice, Paladin.
Maddox will put his hands in his pocket, turn on his heels, and walk back down the road.
Turn around, walk.
Pyre's gonna walk.
Pyre walks.
Can I? A fairy wants to walk, but before she does, this could be bad. That's all right. I've accepted it. She pulls out one of the brownies and walks up and says, Baba Lasagna gave us brownies. I know you can't hurt us, but the brownies are delicious. Can I give you one before we go?
20 DC persuasion check right now.
Okay. And
he is pissed.
I know he's
and
pissed.
You're like, you know what would be awesome?
Right.
You know
Okay.
what would
There
rock
is
your
something
socks
else I
off?
wanted to do, but I understand this is also a sleight of hand. Because she wants to do this subtly as she walks up. This could go terribly wrong, but I accept it.
Okay.
Okay. So as she walks up, she wants to just drop a seed on the ground at his feet and
From the bag of beans?
and stomp it into the ground as she walks away.
You plant a bag of beans bean in the ground. Behind
She
you?
wants to drop it. No, she just wants to drop it when she hands
In
the
front of
brownie
you?
to him.
Right.
She wants to drop it next to him.
Baby, I'm
and
about
stomp
this.
it into the
In
ground.
front of you or behind you?
Well, as close to Strahd as possible.
Sleight of hand check
Yes,
to
I
drop the
understand.
bean, and then a persuasion check, DC 20.
Okay. Does my bless work for?
Yes, it does.
Plus works for everything.
These two have turned around and
Okay,
have
that's a 13.
walked away from this. Okay?
That's 13 for my sleight of hand.
You're invisible still on the statue at this point as that ship is sort of floating
Okay.
above everything.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for Ophelia. I'm just waiting. I have
then-
my hand
same.
like I am right
And then
up
it's a
at the
persuasion,
thing, but I'm-
correct?
Persuasion.
I'm really good at that.
It's a DC
It's
20.
a 17 plus 7, which is 24.
Okay, he takes the brownie and begrudgingly, angrily, looks like if I ever had a time where I wanted to get high, it is right now! And takes the brownie and shoves it into his mouth as you plant the seed into the ground. He will mellow just before he melts down. Yes, you're right, Chef Death. Strahd pops a wild magic brownie into his mouth. Just as he pops the wild magic brownie into his mouth, you take the seed, you plant it into the dirt, and shove it down with your foot to have what effect on this
You want me
situation?
to roll this in chat because it's
Yep.
a big roll? Okay.
Absolutely. He pops the brownie into his mouth.
This is for the brownie effect, or this is for the...
This is for the bean.
Right, no, I knew there's two different things happening. Oh, okay. It was 45...
For the bean. So
Oh my gosh, and we've also got a dress up Strahd happening.
Great.
From Indigo Gmon.
That's
Okay,
fine. Indigo
so-
Gmon can dress up Strahd all she wants.
She wants him dressed up as Groot. But anyway.
Great. I can roll with this.
Oh my
As
gosh,
Strahd
there's
is
so much
standing
going
there,
on.
the tree reaches out, and you just see him like armor forming around as he goes, "I am Strahd." Like, and it's like he gets
Okay.
like wood armor.
So it's a 45.
What
That's
happens to
first
the
roll.
bean?
Oh, that was the bean roll. That's right. I lost track. Okay.
think he ate it.
Bean
Did he
roll,
eat it?
45.
No, but she planted it in the ground.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
1d6 plus 6 shriekers sprout.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
That's enough for me. That's enough. The shriekers pop out and start screaming. As that happens, Strahd has the brownie up to his mouth.
No, he's wild magic.
And eats the brownie, and I will go ahead and roll this to see what happens with Strahd. As
It's
Strahd,
one of his brownies, but it's not.
It's not one
he
of his
thinks it's one of
brownies.
his.
It's a wild
Get
magic
high.
brownies.
With the shriekers, Maddox is gonna stop.
Oh, this will trigger my moves.
This one, heads up, is just a heavy psychedelic. Get ready for a real heavy trip, son.
That's what he wanted.
You are about to last. This trip is about to last for 2 hours. You don't know which end is up. Have a good trip. See you next fall.
Perfect. That's exactly what he wanted.
Strahd pops the brownie into his mouth, and like immediately his eyes go, and you will grow as the armor manifests on himself. I'm going to treat this like the slow spell. As the shriekers pop up, that is enough that you have like pulled the plants up, and that spear pops out of the wrist of the skeletal force. The trees flip out. The little creatures that are on the ground, the needle pointers, everybody breaks bad in an instant, where these things go rushing forward towards the center of the space. As that happens, you are still on the statue.
Yeah.
You are no longer on the statue, because stepping out of the statue is the largest treant you have ever seen in your entire life.
So it became it, or just kind of...
It stepped out of it as if the statue was a portal. So in front of you all is the Gathaias tree and all of those creatures and this pissed off, angry looking treant that now Connie is on the chest of. Because as
the gem is still inside of it?
the gem is still inside of the living creature now. As it steps out of it, Connie's holding on to it invisible, and this thing is at the back of you. This group is at the front. Strahd is tripping balls right in the center of the party, and up above you is a pirate ship that is going to be dropping essentially explosives onto the party at random parts during the fight. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's do this! Not scared at all. Here we go.
I'll use it. Yeah, no, I'll use it. That's
Oh
fine.
gosh. There's so much going on.
Not too bad.
Ophelia, you got a 9 on initiative. Maddox with a 20.
That was
No, Ophelia, you got a
I got a
22.
22.
22.
13.
12.
12.
I also
Okay.
got a 13, but I think you're faster than me.
What is it, Dex?
Dex.
I only have a +1.
I have +2.
All right. What did you get, Pyre?
13.
13. Ironwood?
19.
19. Connie?
12.
12. And Magnolia?
12.
12. Okay. First up in the initiative order is Etheria. The goblins aboard the ship are going to go at the very end, almost like a lair action, waiting till the very end, as they're going to drop explosives from the sky. Etheria, you are up first, followed quickly by Maddox, because Maddox, what did you get?
I got a 13.
You got a
I had
13.
+2 in dex. So.
Yeah, so you get a 15. Actually, no, we're going to change that, because it just automatically gave you a 20.
I didn't even roll D&D Beyond.
Yeah. And Ironwood, you got a 19?
19.
Okay, Kirk. Etheria, you're up first, followed by Ironwood, and then we're going to have the other guys go. Etheria, what are you doing? All hell has broken loose. Strahd is here, sort of tripping and things of that sort. A bunch of these creatures run forward. It's like 12 of them in total, plus these vines that are flipping about and swirling about the space as large, angry tree man that comes out and is just walking tree death guy. Walks out. He is known as... I think I have a name for this dude as well. He is known as Winter Splinter, and he kind of steps out, and you don't know where Connie is. What are you doing?
I'd like to get about 30 feet off the ground and direct a third-level guiding bolt at the giant tree trying to attack us.
Absolutely. As you walk up off the ground, I need you to go ahead and roll me a d20 first and foremost.
Okay.
As you fly 30 feet into the air. 1 or a 2?
That's an 8.
Okay, that lightning shivers back and forth, but you fly up into the air here.
Okay. That is a 18 plus 7, 25 to hit.
Who are you hitting at this time?
The tree end. The big giant tree.
Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta, I mean, yeah.
I don't know that Connie's in it.
You don't. So go
'Cause
ahead and
I
roll
can't see
damage.
him, right? Because he's
Yeah,
invisible,
roll damage.
right?
Right, but it depends if it. I mean, I guess there's some. If it hits
Yeah,
me, I'm
is it a
invisible.
dexterity
I'm
saving
invisible.
throw?
I'm on the thing.
T, tell me
Yes.
this: is it a dexterity saving throw? Or is it a roll to hit?
It's a roll to hit.
Okay, so what did you roll to hit?
It was 25 to hit.
25 hits.
That's a headshot. It's 25.
Yeah, but it wouldn't necessarily hit. I mean, it's not like he's taking up the whole tree.
No, I'm saying it's probably that's
Yeah.
probably a headshot on the.
Yeah. It's and it's 25 points worth of damage. How weird.
On lightning bolt?
It was. I told you it was a level 3.
I'm guiding bolt.
It's guiding bolt.
Guiding
bolt.
bolts,
Yeah.
not lightning bolt. Got it.
Yeah, guiding
bolt. 25 to hit. Yeah, that makes total sense. Boom. 25 points of damage to the tree. It's oof a doof. Okay. You do 25 points. Okay. Hachi Machi. Yeah, that's not going to hit you, bud. There's no ambient damage to that. Okay. The tree starts glowing real deep. That is the tree's turn. If you're doing anything with your bonus action?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But now whoever hits it again gets advantage.
Ironwood.
How close is this spear to where I'm at?
35 feet away.
Cool. I'm gonna move my movement speed and attack whatever creature, being, vine is.
Ironwood breaks away from the party and runs into the thick of these bad guys. All of them were gathered around the tree. They haven't moved yet. Ironwood just goes, boom, and runs into the thick of all of this.
10 people there.
There's a bunch of them. You sure you want to do this?
Or at least, I'll get in contact with the closest one to me.
You're going to stop at the one that's closest to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
it's one of the big needle-looking dudes.
Sure.
You stop there. Give me attack rolls.
Alright, so the first one is going to be a 22.
That hits.
That is going to be 7 points damage for the first one. The second
Okay.
attack is going to be a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, and then with my bonus action, I'm going to use Shield of Faith to get myself more ready.
Yeah, you slam into it and then cast Shield of Faith on yourself.
And end my turn.
Okay. Those vines. It is the vines' turn, so they're swinging around, and all three of them are within grasping distance of you, Ironwood.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ironwood, we're going to do this, pal.
Yep.
We're going to do a... Let's see. Does a 9 hit?
Nope.
Okay. Now we are going to go over here. 21 to hit.
Meets it.
Yep, that's a hit then.
Okay.
Buddy, you take...
Give it to me.
You take 14 points of damage, and you are grappled by this thing.
Gotcha.
You are technically restrained. What that means is your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage.
Okay.
And you are going to take 21 points of poison damage as the other vine wraps around you, and just sort of you start feeling your skin burning at the poison damage here. The 6 of those little twig blight guys will go running past him where he's sort of restrained at this point. You're up in the air. You're invisible. Is anybody else invisible that I was not keeping track of?
I'm far away.
You're far away. They're going to come running up towards you, Magnolia, since you're in the thick of it. And they are going to make some attack rolls to hit.
That's at disadvantage because of my cloak.
Okay, so a 9's not going to hit.
Nice.
Let's do this. If your concentration is broken from that attack, bud, go ahead and take that out.
Oh, I'm saying my candle concentration.
Yeah. Nope, that's going to miss. These guys are not very attacky. They're just...
Pokey.
They're just pokey. A 19?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to hit. You only take... You take 5 points of damage as one of the twig blights gets a hold of you and manages, but all 6 of them are going to swarm around you. And one more is going to make their attack. Okay, that is at disadvantage. It's a 16. Does that hit?
Me? Yes.
Yes. Okay, this other one does 5 points of damage. Okay, but all 6 of them are surrounding Magnolia at this point. They all go, Maddox, it is your turn now. Magnolia is being swarmed by the little twig blighty dudes, as all 6 of them are around her and just sort of unleashing hell. He's wrapped up in the vines that are near the front of where the Gulthias tree is.
Okay.
And Etheria has the other thing like sort of glowing in the distance. What are you doing?
Can I use remnants of my detect magic to see what I would see where the heart of the tree would be, like where the arm is sticking out?
The heart of the tree?
Or like where it was coming out of the body.
Yeah. You don't even have to do detect magic. Like you see him like running for that area and you see where the body is.
Okay. But to me that would be like that's where the heart of the tree would be.
Okay.
So Maddox is gonna get I really don't have to move. Am I within 60 feet of it?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the disintegrate inside Freak, and that's a 10-foot cube of a huge material. And I assume it's huge.
Do give me damage.
Disintegrate is 10d6 plus 40.
Yep.
10d6 plus 40?
Yep.
God damn.
So 30, that's 70 points.
70 points. The tree screams. You are the only one that hears it. That Gulthias tree, he looks over and he sees the tree, he grabs Freak, and almost like he's holding a gun, takes Freak and pulls the tail like this, Freak's mouth goes, and stream of green energy flies out and hits this tree in the center of its being, flying right past Ironwood's shoulder.
I wanted to cut that area.
As it begins to melt into the tree, all of the creatures in that area scream. Every single one of them. The plants all around the area scream. All of the creatures scream. Everything is screaming out as this disintegrate takes a chunk out of this thing, but after the dust settles and the air is cleared, that thing is still standing at this point. All faces turn and look over towards Maddox at this point. Maddox, that is your action. You doing anything with your bonus action?
Yes. Bonus action, form of dread. So the crown comes out, the eye and the arm go skeletal, and that is all. I'm moving to the fighting condition. That's all for right now.
Okay. The blight, the tree blight, Winter's. What is it? Winter's. What is this? Winter Splinter. Winter Splinter, big guy. Immediately stops what he's doing, screams out, and will unleash hell on Maddox. He wants nothing but to hurt Maddox and hurt Maddox bad. Maddox, 16 to hit on the first one.
That will hit.
Okay. As the branches swing down, you take 15 points of bludgeoning
It is
damage.
like temporary HP.
Okay. Then the roots of this thing, as it swings into you and hits like Groot, it goes, it like unfolds and starts wrapping around you to see if it can get a hold of you. That is only a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
You manage to kind of dodge and duck, and if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a tree, and you manage to not have the tree blight grab a hold of you.
Fantastic.
I need a wisdom save from you, please. As I imagine, Speak with Plants is still up and running.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is. Oh, plus 1, 18.
18. You manage to maintain your sanity, as every plant within a mile radius of you screams out in pain and fear, and you are the only druid around that can hear it for the moment. You manage to kind of push these thoughts aside. You're like, we got work to do. It's fine. Like,
Pyre has new reroll, and there's wild magic surge on the tree.
wild. on the
That's
Gulthias
Haunted
tree
hostess.
or the tree blight?
Probably the big tree.
The big
Antagonist
tree?
Big
Great.
tree.
I will do this at the end of the time. Haunted Hostess, thank you for this wonderful gift. Pyre, it is your turn. 6 of these needle-looking dudes who have not done anything. Magnolia's being swarmed. The big guy's attacking here. You don't know where Connie is.
How far away is the ship?
The ship is like, what did I say, like 60
60
feet in the air?
Okay. Pyre is crying, and she looks angry as fuck, and she looks over at Maddox. And she casts Call Lightning on the ship.
And like lands on the deck of the ship, okay? Is it a deck save?
It's a deck save of 15.
I'm gonna say this automatically hits. It's a ship. It's in the middle of the air, like that.
Master.
Yeah, Master gonna. Yeah, this is gonna do. So give me some damage here.
So that's 3, 10. So that's. Oh, that's a 10.
Is it like a pirate ship?
Yep.
Okay, like a flying pirate ship. with
We got this
guns on it.
wild magic
Gotcha.
surge during a live show, which is really funny to me. It's like the pirate ship landing in the air.
I remember.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll a die. If it's you get to call it. If you're off on the call, they're antagonistic towards you. You guys got it right, and they were helpful towards you, and they helped you in the race. Yeah,
Gosh.
Was there stormy conditions?
there were stormy.
Oh,
conditions.
then so that is
Connie, you're up next, followed by Magnolia.
25 points of lightning damage.
25 points of lightning damage. Pyre, that's your action. You do anything with your bonus action?
She's doing everything she can not to attack Maddox right now. So she's holding the Call Lightning over the ship.
Yeah, understood. Connie, you're up. You're
All right.
invisible, Bubba.
So first thing is bonus action. Manifest Mind
Okay.
is going to appear up. It's up by the pirate ship, up by the goblin ship.
Okay.
It's a small Ferris wheel, and it's got this. But you hear the music. This
Nice.
Ferris wheel, this little spectral Ferris wheel appears.
Sure.
Just to try, it also puts off about 10 feet of dim light, so try and draw their attention real quick. Then Connie is going to take his hand and he's going to put it on the gem and cast Thunderstep.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
Thunderstep onto the back of the pirate ship on the other side from where the spectral
Okay,
Ferris would.
so you
Just
grab
that
the
open
gem,
field
and then you're on top of the ship.
That's
yeah.
what
Do
he's
you need
doing.
to make a save from the lightning because it's still up.
So
Well, I mean, is the lightning a continuous? Okay, hang on. You use Call Lightning, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me about-
I'm holding it. So I've never had this happen.
A storm
before.
cloud appears in the air if it's under stormy conditions. That's 10 feet tall with a 6-foot radius centered on a point you can see. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air. When you cast a spell, choose a point within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. It's an instantaneous thing. Everybody makes a dex save and it takes
Yeah.
damage.
I've just never had someone
That's it.
enter into it when it's already up.
It's
so
already
I
gone.
genuinely.
No,
No, I'm
No,
holding it.
the cloud is above the ship. It's not on the ship unless you wanted to put. If the cloud was encompassing the ship, lightning.
Yeah, the cloud is over the ship.
Yeah, he's landing on the deck of the ship. So unless you hit him with a lightning bolt,
Okay,
he
okay.
should be
I just
fine.
want to make sure. I've
Yeah,
never
you're
had
fine.
that happen before.
all right.
You grab the gem, you thunderstep up.
It's 19. It's a con save 7.
What's the first
18.
spell that you cast?
The first spell that I cast is Thunderstep. Manifest Mind is not a spell. It's a
Okay,
feature.
it's a
so.
feature. Okay, cool.
So
You-
this is the first spell that I cast,
Boom.
and it is a con save 18 and 19 points of thunder damage. And actually,
to the tree creature.
yeah, and actually, it's gonna. He's gonna use. I'm gonna also use my ability to change the damage type.
Okay.
To anything with my spells and make it fire damage. So it's
19 fire damage.
It's just gonna burst of fire and then it's gonna appear.
Yeah, as Connie disappears from view. Yep. Okay. I'm into this. Okay. You land on the pirate ship. As you do, you see a crowd of very surprised-looking goblins that are all looking up like this, and you see one of them finally get the light lit with a. As you see, the goblins themselves are strapped with explosives and apparently planning on just jumping off, like and things of that sort, and just like coming down on Leo. But now there's this odd look of like all of them doing that, and one of them just like prepares.
Did I distract them at all with my Ferris wheel?
Yeah, absolutely. They're kind of looking at the Ferris wheel, but one of them like taps one on the shoulder as you manifest on the deck of the ship. You're like, "Is there a problem, officers?" Like you're right there. Okay, perfect, great move, Connie.
Thank you.
Magnolia.
So how many are around me?
6.
How many people are how many enemies are on the field?
3 vines, 6 twig blights, 6 needle dudes, and a big honking tree dude and a zonked out Strahd.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the ones around me. I'm gonna cast Mass Suggestion.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast.
What are you casting?
I cast up to 12 people. So the ones around me attacking me, the big guy, and then dealer's choice.
Okay, I'm into this.
And
What kind of save is it?
It's a 18 wisdom saving throw.
These dudes have a negative to
Because
wisdom.
of
I
Terry.
figured. Huh?
9 with Terry.
9 with Terry. So,
Okay, so you're casting it on the 6 dudes and the big
ones
guy.
around me, big guy, and then whoever else. I want to get 12, but I'm like I don't have a
Okay,
point of order.
big guy.
And it's a very like calm voice of this is not a fight you can win.
Big guy makes it.
Okay, that's fine.
But 2 of the Needle Lords fall into this as well. A few of the Needle Lords fall into this as well. Okay.
And it's this is not a fight you can win. Return to the dirt. Rest. You do not want him to do that again. And I point at Maddox.
Okay. 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 Do they make this save at advantage if you're fighting them?
No. If I was charming them, sure, but I'm not charming them.
You describe
It's
to the
not a charm.
best of ability the entire duration of the suggested course of action. Okay. I think you guys should leave before he does this to you, essentially.
Go back to the dirt. Rest.
Go back to the dirt and rest. Okay.
Oh, it's a fight of wills between the tree and the bard.
I'm going to let you... Okay.
Okay.
The creatures return to their rest.
Okay.
The 6 creatures return to their spot in the ground. But as they do, you see their eyes are still facing the Gulthias tree. As the 6 little blights, and I will say 4 of the Needle Lords head into the ground.
Okay.
I need an intelligence check from you.
It's getting
Intelligence.
saucy here.
It's 1920. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6.
They have followed your suggestions. They are here as guardians to protect the tree. You imagine that they will follow your directions and listen completely to what you have to say, as long as the Gulthias tree is not harmed. The whole thing that sparked this was when they thought the Gulthias tree was being attacked by an individual. But for right now, those individuals are out of the picture. The Needle Lords are out of... Some of the Needle Lords, 4 of them are out of the picture. But you imagine that the minute Dad looks like he's getting beat up a little bit, that they're going to jump out and try to help Dad.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. That is your action. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
Bonus
there?
action, I look over at Pyre and I'm like, I'm going to help you as much as you can, but I need you here in Bardic Inspiration. That's a D12.
Okay.
Okay.
She hears you.
I know.
But like her flames look like they're pilot lights that almost look like they're black.
Okay. We skip a whole bunch of individuals that are out of the fight. Crud.
Did it.
You kind of did it. The 2 Needle Lords that are still up and out
Oh, and I
of...
scream, don't attack the tree.
Okay, the two needle lords that are still up and at him are going to go over towards where you are because you are restrained, and all attacks against you are going to be at advantage, and you seem to be the nearest one. It's going to slam out these giant needle-filled fists in your direction. One rolls a nat 1 on the first attack.
If that hits.
That's a nat 3. Oh no, they get to use at advantage.
Oh no.
There. Okay, one of these is going to hit from the first one, and then we'll do this. Okay, 2 hits. So, buddy, you take 14 points from the first one, piercing damage, and you take another 12 points of piercing damage as these two creatures just slam into him from either side. 2 giant needle-filled fists. Like, bam! Mike has distracted the 2 guys up top, so nobody's going to jump off the ship screaming at this point. Since Mike has distracted them, we go back to the top of the initiative order, which is Imperial.
Right. Ironwood is within 30 feet of me, correct?
No, yes, Ironwood is within 30 feet. He ran forward.
And he's being attacked by 2 entities or more than 2?
3 vines that are wrapped around Ironwood at the core of his being and have just sort of like started like hurting him, like poisoning him, and 2 of these giant needle dudes that are up on top of him.
Okay, can I fly? What I want to do is I want to fly over and come down on him, and I want to cover his eyes.
Roll a d20 as you roll, as you fly high.
Cover his eyes.
As you fly high, are you going higher than 30 feet?
No, because I need to be able to get to him.
Okay, so give me a d20 as you do this.
Here, I'll just roll it here. It's easier. That is a 10 plus. Oh, it's just a straight d20?
1 or a 2. That's all I need
10.
to know. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah. And so I
you fly over. You cover his eyes.
Cover his eyes. Okay. So I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern because I'm going to cover his eyes and cover my eyes because I want to basically like everyone around him that's attacking him has to make a Wisdom save of 15.
Would this hit all of them as well?
Well, he's up on the ship.
Would it hit Magnolia?
It's only people within 30 feet. Are they all within 30 feet of him?
If you're within 30 feet of him, then everybody is within 30 feet of him. Because he ran over to the tree.
Oh, crap. I thought he was separated from them.
No, we're all together.
He stopped at the first bad guy. Right. He didn't run past and go to the Gulthias tree.
I've passed this spell so much. I don't know if they have to make a save on it, but I've used this spell a ton, and if they see me covering his eyes and closing my eyes, would they have any sort of a save on knowing what I'm about to do?
Who closes their eyes?
I'm distracted. Like, I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm really not.
Do you close your eyes?
I mean, I'm fighting off a tree right now.
Do you close your eyes?
Am I close enough?
Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah.
Okay, you're blind.
Well,
you have the blind condition while this hypnotic pattern is still going.
No, well, because it's instantaneous. Okay, so what it
is
says
concentration up to a minute. You create a twisting pattern of a 30-foot cube within range.
Yes.
The pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes.
For a moment and vanishes. Everybody who sees it is now hypnotized, but it only appears for that moment.
The effect lasts a minute.
Actually,
Yeah,
to be
the
honest,
effect lasts
no,
a
she
minute.
wouldn't have, because her eyes are still locked.
Everybody make a save against this.
Okay, that's fine.
What is it again?
Hypnotic pattern.
It's a wisdom save of 15.
Wisdom save of 15.
Okay, that's a nat 20 plus 4, so.
Does poison act as a... No, that's,
19.
never mind. That's just the question.
God.
As I
No,
said.
I'm not gonna make it.
Do you use your bless?
It's not gonna matter.
No.
Sorry.
One of the needle lords does it. The vines do not have eyes. The vines that are wrapped around him do not have eyes. They do not need this to see. But one of the needle lords looks up at the hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
You do not know how many of them are affected because you have your eyes closed.
No,
and they will
that's
be
fine.
closed until the start of your next turn.
Okay, that's fine. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use sorcery points to turn a guidance into a bonus action. It's a touch-based spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, you got this, Woody. And
the next skill check that you make will be a D4.
well, it's actually, it just says before the spell ends, which is within 1 minute, the target can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Skill check. Ability check.
One ability check, yes.
Yes. So not an attack roll, but
not
like
an
if he
attack
makes
roll.
any sort of skill check, he can add a D4 to this.
Okay.
Okay. You are being restrained and you are blinded.
Okay. I would imagine that I could use Misty Step to get out of my restraints.
You very easily could use Misty Step to get out
Then
of your
I
restraints.
am going to...
Unfortunately, Misty Step makes it... I think it says in the spell you need to be able to see where you are going.
But if I already knew, like, I knew like the direction. So in my mind, can I play with the fact that like I knew where the spear was and that's where I was headed to? So it's like,
yes.
At least I can kind of.
I will give you half though that you teleport inside of the Golthias tree. You are teleporting right up into it. You will either teleport
to the spear.
No, inside of the tree itself. There is a 50-50 chance because Etheria has put her hands over your eyes, and you are wrapped up in pain. You are surrounded. There is a chance that you will find yourself molded with the tree itself, or right in front of the spear.
And you said hypnotic pattern. Like,
it's instant. So the minute her turn's over, she's going to lift her hands. But this is all taking place within 6 seconds. So she goes, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." Like, you got this, buddy. Like, I'll even let you add this D4 to this. I'll let you roll this at advantage.
I mean, he that's what he wants. That's what he'd go for. So
Sorry, I didn't know those things didn't have eyes.
It's fine. So here we go. Let's do it. Move your hands. And he's going to miss his step. And just try to get his way towards the tree.
Oh, buddy.
A 10, roll a D20, a 10 or below, you accidentally teleport
And
inside
you
the
said
tree.
I get a D4 on top of that?
Well, thankfully, there's a 10 square foot chunk out of it.
6.
Okay. He goes, "I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this." You teleport inside of the tree. The Misty Step doesn't work. He goes, poof, poof, comes back. I'll say when you come back, the vines aren't on you, but you take...
Sure.
You take 12 points of damage, and you're back here, and Etheria, you're just like, you're not covering his eyes anymore because he teleported, came back, and you were just like, ah.
And I probably clung to the ground when he.
You clung to the ground by where the vines are.
So that's my bonus action.
Yep.
So then, for my action, then I'm going to use laying on of hands and just give me all 45 of them points back just to get some health.
Okay.
So that'll be my. And I'm not restrained anymore, so I can use my movements still, right?
You could.
Okay, then I'm going to use my movement to get closer towards
the sphere.
Yeah.
Okay. Ironwood heals himself and then runs forward towards the spear. As he gets closer to the spear, you are able to get it. You're not able to pick it up until your next turn.
Sure.
The vines have nowhere to go and no one to hurt except for Etheria, because Etheria is wrapped up in the vines at this point. So the vines are going to start constricting or trying to constrict around Etheria. Etheria, a 24 to hit, hits. Etheria, you take 13 points of damage and you are grappled.
Okay.
Because you are grappled, this thing is the next vine is gonna automatically wrap around you and do poison damage. You take 20 points of poison damage on top of that.
Ouch.
Okay.
And then the third vine
And there's 3.
This went poorly.
is going to do 17 more points of damage.
Yep,
on
that's
you,
it for me.
As Etheria knocks unconscious.
That was quick.
In this moment, just falls unconscious at that point. Epheria's down.
Fantastic.
The vines go. The twig blights.
Okay, I haven't seen Cheshire in a while, so.
Twig blights don't do anything. Maddox, your turn. They have heard the instructions, and I'll say this: as all of this happened, Haunted Hostess bought a wild magic surge. I'll say that when you bamf into the Golthias tree and come back, that's when the wild magic surge hits the Golthias tree. Haunted Hostess, do me a favor, my favorite vampire hunter. Give me a D100, and that'll determine what exactly happens to the big mean tree that's here. And I'm not even going to consider this an attack. So these creatures that Magnolia put to sleep are going to stay asleep. Yeah. But go ahead and give me a D100 in the chat. Okay, that skips 6 of my guys' turns, and we go to Maddox.
Can I see the gem inside the tree?
No.
It is in there.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. The gem disappeared. This thing caught on fire, and the gem was gone.
Okay. Cool. Maddox is going to take a look. Well, it's how many feet from me? It's right up on me.
It's up on you. It's up on your face.
Yeah, it's right up on my face. We are gonna go. You know what?
I did scream, "Don't hurt the tree."
Which tree though?
The big one. No.
The big guy.
The big
Golthias tree, not that he's talking about the tree blight.
tree
Okay,
ants.
cool.
Yeah. The tree
I'm like,
ants.
please don't hit it. I'll be so upset.
Cool. I want this out of my way. And he's going to cast Blight on the tree.
All right.
That's
I
max damage.
I want to.
Which tree?
Yeah.
on the
What's
tree.
the save?
It's a 18 con save.
He's pretty constituted, and his name is Blight.
It's 19.
He got a 19. He got a 14 plus 5.
That's still half. It's still half max damage.
Half max damage. What is half max damage?
I don't know.
Favorite sandwich.
It's 88. So we'll see how that goes.
That's 64.
32.
So 32.
32 points of damage. Not great. Not a great day for Tree Blight. Okay.
And that's a 37 on the wild magic.
A 47. Okay. Big Tree gets a Surge of Wild Magic from our amazing chat. Everybody in the battle, with the exception of Kami, everybody in the battle gets 6 temporary hit points.
Oh, that mean Furia's back up?
Oh.
He
No.
needs to make,
Those are temporary hit points.
and he needs to make, because I hit him. Once on each of your turns, you hit a creature. It's a spell considering a hit.
No.
No.
That is a save. That's
That is-
like a 2 hit or something like that.
That's fair.
Like,
Cool,
yeah.
anyway.
Okay, cool. That's Maddox's turn. It is the Tree Blight's turn.
Dave. I'll do
Is
it
Terry
again.
gonna fight?
Terry is not going to fight. Terry gave you a plus to all saving throws, and to facilitate that, because
Yeah, he does.
I
I
genuinely
realized
remember Terry now.
I realized that there were 19 bad guys in this, so I figured one less would be okay for everyone here. The Tree Blight is it's just going to make attack rolls against you, bud.
Cool. We got 6 temporary HP.
That is a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Probably doesn't hit. And then it's going to send those little roots out grasping to wrap around you. This one might do it. 24.
That one will do it.
Okay, you are grappled.
Cool.
You take 5 points of damage as these roots wrap around your body, and you are currently grappled, being held in this thing as it's kind of looking down at you and just sort of like screaming.
Just got those temp HP.
Yeah, it's pissed.
I bet it is.
Pyre.
Your specific rules for bonus actions, they can't be spells if you're holding a spell, correct?
I do rules as written. You can do 2 spells, but one of them has to be a bonus action qualifier and one has to be a cantrip.
So holding Call Lightning, calling it down again, that's not. Because I'm not casting it.
I think it's a bonus action to call down another lightning when you already cast it.
No, it's an action.
You cast a spell, you choose a point of bolt of lightning each creature within. On each of your turns till spells ends, you can use an action to call down lightning in this way again.
So does that count as me casting another spell?
No.
Like, okay,
Yeah, that
cool.
spell's already out there.
I want to call down the lightning on the goblin that's holding the lit fuse.
You can't see it.
I'm gonna hope it hits there.
Okay, now listen. I've been willing to go along with you on this one. You created a storm. Connie is invisible. You have no.
I'm visible now.
You're visible now, but no one saw you go up
knows
there.
I'm there, yeah.
So you just know that there is a shit full of something going.
Pyre's also still looking at Maddox.
Right. So I'll say this. You I just want to call down lightning on this ship again.
Yeah.
I'll say, what are the odds of it hitting Connie? 15%? 15% like to hit Connie? Roll me a D100, buddy.
Can I roll a D100 to
actually, I'll
see if
do
it
it
hits
on
the
here.
goblin?
You can roll, no, I'm going to say that it's either going to hit the goblin or hit Connie.
Okay.
All right, it's
That's
D100.
All of a sudden you show.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It's a 20.
You just barely like.
Oh, no,
Connie,
wait, I'm sorry. That is a 2.
That hits Connie. Connie, there is no. I'm going to say there's no saving against this. Like there is no nothing.
No.
Give me a dex save to mitigate damage here. But you're like, ha ha, suckers, and you pull down a 3d10.
4.
A
17.
4d10 lightning bolt. What is your spell save DC?
16, because we have a +1.
Yep. So you
Seven,
take half
actually, I got an
damage.
18 because I have +1.
You take half damage to this, but 4d10, please.
Oof, doof.
God, I love
26.
this game. You take 26 points. You hear Connie scream from the pirate ship.
Pyre doesn't hear it.
Goblins scream like Connie.
Telepathically in your head. Stop!
She doesn't.
Lightning!
No,
It hurts.
Nope, she's not.
You can't
Except
hear party members?
She can hear it. She doesn't.
Are you in a rage right now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, then I need a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration of your spell.
That's fine.
Barbarians that are raging and can't hear their friends cannot hold concentration on spells.
So that was. I'm gonna use my reroll for that.
You also have a bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's plus 12.
Yeah.
That's a d12.
A D12.
Wait, she's a barbarian.
I'm gonna use my reroll because that was like really bad. Like,
Okay, use your reroll.
Okay, that's way better. That's an 18 plus 1. I don't even need to.
You will continue to make these as long as Pyre is in a rage
Yeah.
and cannot hear people and is like hyper focused on the goal at hand. You will continue to make con saves to maintain concentration on spells. Barbarians, when they're raging, cannot maintain concentration on any spell. So I'm going to keep raising the DC higher and higher and higher the longer that Pyre's
That's
in
totally
a rage.
fair.
Okay.
I would like to use a bonus action healing word in Euphoria though.
Use your action to do that. Yeah, it's healing word or concentration spell.
No, it's instantaneous bonus action with a range of 60 feet.
I will say. Ooh, man, I'm torn here. I will say, yeah. Give me a wisdom save here.
A wisdom save? Okay.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting past the I'm so angry I can't hear people, but I will heal my friend that's on the ground.
It's an unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah. Sure, yeah. It's getting into a weird headspace of like, I'm so angry. Life, you know what I mean? Like, so figure out a way.
I'm kind of treating it as this is like she's still attached to her humanity because she's not human, but do you know what I mean? The like she still has a little bit of presence of
Then
mind.
either steer into the skid or abandon the skid.
Oh, do you want me to
From
do
a
that?
storytelling perspective, either steer into the skid and be like, I am the fire, I am rage incarnate,
She's steering into the skid,
or figure out a way for Pyre to. She's just high enough to have let go of some of this anger. She channels the barbarians and she's able to push this aside and
Honestly,
stuff like
to be very honest, she wouldn't be able to because no one else heard the
that.
tree
Then no
scream.
healing word.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
She
that's
heard
fair.
the tree scream, and she is the Lorax. She speaks for the trees.
No,
She's going
that's
to
fine.
break your
Okay.
goddamn knees.
Yeah.
I mean, I did explain it's an evil tree, right?
You didn't talk to it.
Connie, after your lightning damage, baby, you are up, but you are hurting. What are you doing?
Yeah. The manifested the Ferris wheel starts to. I'm going to move it around, and it's going to get into an angle where it's going to be try and push them off the other side of it. With a thunder wave is going to pop out of this thing. So
everybody's looking at the Ferris wheel.
Boom! And tries to shoot him off the backside of the.
Wouldn't that shoot you
ship.
too? Wouldn't that push you off?
No,
If everybody's facing the other end of the ship and you're on one side of the ship and you want to send a concussive blast this way, wouldn't it catch you?
I mean, I'll move out of the way first. Try and move out of the way, yeah.
Connie knows where it's coming. You're like, you do this little side step, cha-cha,
Yeah.
real smooth. Okay, got it.
So it's a con
Claire's
save
here.
17.
Who's here?
My friend Claire.
Hi, Claire. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Literally.
Con save 17.
Con
Or
save
they take-
17. I'll do this.
They take 10 points of thunder damage and are pushed.
No, they fail that.
All
There's
right,
no way.
they're all pushed off the, and they take 10 points and they're pushed.
Oh no, aren't they primed?
Okay.
I think they're lit though.
They're lit.
One's lit.
I don't know whether they're lit or not. I don't care. I'm trying to push them off the ship.
Hallelujah!
I want
it's
this ship.
raining goblins.
It's raining
Amen.
explosive
Like the goblins are strapped but none of them are lit.
Okay.
As one falls off of the ship towards the ground. That is your action or your bonus action?
How many goblins are still on the ship?
There are no goblins left on the ship. It is just a Connie aboard a floating pirate ship. You don't know how it works, and all the goblins have sort of been tossed off the side. There might be some below deck.
Oops, no goblins.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Connie's gonna poke his head off the side of the ship and say, "Stop with the lightning! I cleared the goblins!"
Yeah.
And that's it.
Cool. Magnolia.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
that's
go
it.
ahead.
I still haven't. No, I'm good.
You're good. Magnolia, what are you doing?
Bonus action, unsettling words at the big tree guy that's hurting people.
Okay. What do you say to him?
This is not a fight you can win, and it subtracts 8 from its next saving throw.
8 from the next saving throw for the big tree guy. Okay.
Then I'm casting Fear in a 30 feet cube in front of me.
Okay, I'm into this. Does fear catch everybody, or can you dictate who is?
It's gonna cast everyone.
Okay. I need everybody. That's it's a 30-foot cone.
I'm immune to fear.
Good.
30-foot cone.
I'm unconscious.
I'm dead.
I've got my
30-foot. It's gonna catch. Yeah, it's gonna catch everybody. Spell save DC.
Wisdom saving throw of 18.
Wisdom saving throw of 18.
I can't be
Ooh,
fearful.
thank you, Nat 20.
You are immune to this. You're on a pirate ship. You're dead
knocked out.
or
You're
unconscious. So
Nat
you
20.
two.
I'm immune.
Immune to fear.
And it's a wisdom?
Wisdom save.
27.
Okay,
That's not
these guys
27.
make it. You're casting it on everybody else.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, you again, I swear to God, Trey.
Strahd just hanging out tripping.
Strahd is doing
Rippin'.
Strahd is doing grass angels. You guys look over to the side and Bob has somehow made it here.
Strahd's gonna be knocking on our door tonight, being like,
Inner
"Hey,
group
Etheria, hey, where'd you get this? Can I have some more of those brownies?"
that is the greatest brownie I've ever
I
had.
told you we got him hooked now. Fury and I have
taste
a
like strawberries.
Okay, I'll do the 2 needle lords. Good God. Nat 20 on one.
Oh, no.
For the wisdom save.
Go away, Trey.
I mean, I'm only
4 for the other one, so that dude's definitely afraid.
And the big tree is
The
negative
big
8.
tree
Not his
is. He's safe?
She's goodness.
No,
No, he gets
he's
taken
got a
away
10.
Okay,
And
cool.
-8, so 2, so he is
Perfect.
afraid as well.
So they will.
They
run
cannot
as-
move closer to you.
No, they run as far away as they can.
Okay.
They take off.
This is cause fear?
This is fear.
It's just fear.
It is a concept.
Do they use their reaction?
While frightened by a spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you as the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move.
On its turn, they start booking.
If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight on you, it can redo its wisdom saving throw. But as long as they can see me, they're feared.
Okay.
Chase after
These Needle Lords are out of the picture. This Needle Lord made it save, so it's still going to go up against you, bud.
Bring it on. This little one at the market.
This
This
needle
kind
over home.
of neutered my fight real quick. I thought I put too many. I didn't put enough.
And I said, it's fine.
You said it's fine. 19 to hit.
19 misses.
Okay.
Yay! Wow, you finally aren't fighting tree branches.
That is the first. And the second is 22.
That is.
That is 15 points of damage.
Okay.
The other one on his turn will use the dash action to run as far away as they can. They've got a movement speed of 40 feet, so this one gets 80 feet away from the party, just running and running and running and running and running. That goblin falls from the sky. That's lit, and then poof, as all of them splatter all across the field and things of that sort. There is a small explosion that lands, and I will say, I will say, give me a dexterity saving throw, the two of you, to just avoid some of this
You're
damage.
something. Why am I good at that? Oh,
Because you're worried.
okay.
I am not. Maybe.
15.
15 makes it.
I've got a 16 on the
16.
dice.
So you only take 7 points of fire damage as that thing explodes, and you catch the tail end of it. I need a Constitution saving throw from you to maintain concentration on
Would it
fear.
burn the vines off me?
The vines aren't on.
I'm grappled by the vines.
You're grappled by the vines of the tree and dude. Like
Yes.
that's there. No,
Okay.
it's not going to burn the vines off of
15.
that. 15. Yeah, you maintain concentration on fear. Okay. That is it from the falling goblins. The explodey boy. Furia, death saving throw, please.
All right.
Or I will let you shuffle this mortal coil should you so choose. Or you can fight for your life to
Yeah, I
party.
might as well fight. Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, but worst
fight.
case scenario, I haven't not seen Chesh in a while.
Just
so.
didn't see any of us for a while. Just like, what am I still doing
I
here?
kind
A 10, that's a success.
Yeah.
You did it.
You did it.
World's best saving throw.
That might not be the world's best.
Ironwood.
It really would be.
Ironwood, it's your turn.
So it's an action to pick up the spear.
Yep.
Would that be an aggressive action Is it? Or I should say, is it held? Is it held by anything, or is it just
No,
there?
it's in the ground. Like it's
Okay.
by the dead
Then
body.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Okay, that's an aggressive action.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. No, you're fine. You pick up the spear.
Hi, I'm Doug.
You
And then
pick up
thank
the
you.
spear.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use spear in hand. How far is Etheria away from me? 30 feet?
Furia is not that far. I mean, Furia is like 15 feet away.
Yeah. Because I was next to you, and
She
then
was
you bamfed, and then
15
bamfed
feet
back,
away.
and
So, does Misty Step work for 2? Because it doesn't say.
if it had, I would have gone with
Dimension
you into the
Door
tree.
works for 2. Misty Step works
Does
for
not.
1.
One for 1, okay. Then I'm going to use my movement speed to get over to Etheria. And that would be my action, my bonus action, or my action, my movement. Bonus action. Ooh, snap. I don't have anything I could do.
Okay.
No, because even giving her a potion would
It's okay.
require.
Okay.
Okay, that's that.
Okay. Etheria, you died it. You die. As those vines just constrict and constrict
Oh,
and
that's my
constrict.
last 2. That just gets my last 2 saves, doesn't it?
The 3 vines that are wrapped around you that continue to constrict and
Cool
constrict and
beans.
constrict do that.
I miss my kitty cat friend. I so miss him.
So Etheria is like, goodbye, thank you for believing. As that happens, it takes 2.
Trapped around her.
Yeah, there are 2 vines that are wrapped around. The other vine is just sort of like looking about the space, and because you get close to Etheria and the body, it's going to try to come at you for a little bit, bud. It is a 11 to hit.
No.
No, you're good. It doesn't constrict and it doesn't
wanna hit
tangle
it
around
back.
you. The twig blights
Yeah.
are out of this fight. Maddox.
Yeah.
Can I use Sentinel? If it's gonna try to hit, no, it's somebody other than you.
Yeah.
We did.
Because I think it should be leaving me here soon. What do I have to do to get out of these vines or these this tree?
The tree ants like vines. You're just restrained. You can do an athletics or acrobatics check to break the grapple,
Oh, let's
or try to take them down, and hopefully you can.
Eldritch Blast a couple times. Bam, bam.
I mean, it's a ranged attack.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Cool. That's fine. I can make a melee attack though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Inflict wounds, first level.
Okay. Yeah. Give me it to hit.
17 hit.
It does.
Fantastic. So that is 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Whilst I'm in form of dread, I can. It has to make a wisdom save against me, or it is frightened of me.
It will roll a nat 20 on its wisdom save.
This tree will not leave me alone.
It's down to 1 hit point if that helps.
Cool, because once a turn when you roll the hit with an attack roll and deal damage, you can replace 1 die. While in form of dread, you can add 1 additional necrotic die. So we're gonna add 1 more.
Yeah, dude, you break your grapple by just breaking the tree.
Yeah. So we're just gonna kill it.
Yeah, absolutely. The tree is no more. Tree die.
Yeah, 9 points of necrotic as I
Yeah,
just.
it is a sad day for tree.
Come on,
Pyre, your turn. You've got lightning up in the sky. You just heard a scream from up top. Connie being like, knock it off with the lightning! Like, as all of the goblins just splattered all over the ground. Etheria has left this realm for another realm.
How did any of these goblins die within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, a lot of them did.
So I have cauterizing flames,
Okay.
which means that when a small or larger creature dies within 30 feet of me, a harmless spectral flame springs forth from the dead creature's space and flickers there for 1 minute. When a creature you see enters the space, you can use a reaction to extinguish the spectral flame there and either heal the creature or deal fire damage to it.
What is this move called?
It's a wildfire.
Cauterizing flame?
It's a circle of wildfire feature.
That's an interesting little.
I think any blights that are dead around you too probably.
And introduce them
count as
into
well,
when
right?
a creature
so
that is
anything dead near me within about 30 feet.
of your wildfire spirit. So
me
Agni,
or my wildfire spirit.
They leave behind a small. So all of the goblins' faces catch fire.
Okay.
I think it's better if Furia's dead. She really shouldn't see this.
Well, I was about to say, are any of them like
No
next to
gunpowder.
Euphoria? Because then I could use it to heal Euphoria.
Well, Fear's already dead.
I'm
She's
already dead.
She's dead.
Fury dead.
Should I? Because if I can come to my senses, I can do something. But should I roll to see if I'm still like?
That is completely up to you. I just want to honor. I just want to honor the space. Like we can't be like.
No, I know.
Like,
That's why I'm like, should I?
That feels like a deeply personal decision for you to make. If you want to roll to snap out of this, you can. If seeing a Furia drop would be enough of an emotional impetus for you to go like, oh no.
I feel like that would.
Okay, so just do it. Like if all of a sudden you break out of that like flame enveloping your head, you're like, oh crud, I've been out of it. Like, what's going on?
I feel like I should roll to be fair.
Then roll.
I also
Yeah.
think she's probably forgotten about the tree screaming by now.
I really do not think so.
Does she have short-term memory? No,
As a,
no, she's not happy.
well, so what's it? What am I rolling? Wisdom? Con?
You're the one who
12.
asked for this roll.
I rolled a 12, DM. Do I still think?
You invented this roll. You tell me. Does a 12 work? You asked me if you could roll. Yes? No.
You said yes first. You said yes first.
Yes, it works.
I think because she actually cares about Euphoria, seeing her drop would probably be enough.
Okay.
So she's going to. It has been a minute since she died. It's been less than a minute.
Yes.
She's gonna go over and cast Revivify
Okay.
on Euphoria.
I'll say that you picked up a diamond in your travels and things of that sort. And you just
I
haven't
definitely
had
have
it.
one.
Yeah. You're like,
I'm pretty sure
oh my God.
Oh my god. Which one do you want? Okay.
We grow these for fun in the winter quarters.
So she
Everyone has, like,
comes.
kind of-
She comes back to life with 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ophelia, quick RP session. You like, you Cheshire go, oh, finally, I've been bored as a. Is it me? I feel like it's me.
Am I the drama?
Am I the. And Death comes in, he's like, you're still on break! Go! And Death just kind of like nods his head and walks away, and he's like, am I not approachable? Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gorgeous, so I'm approachable. Maybe it's them. It's probably them. I need a new hero group.
No.
Wanted. Small level group looking for a charismatic, chaotic deity. Post this on Craigslist. Then they'll be coming to. Okay, we go back. You are revivified. Yeah, you're like, whoa. I'm not. You immediately look down. You're like, oh man, boring, same form as before. It's fine.
Not an honor.
Tyra still looks scary though.
I didn't even know druids got revivify. I
Yeah.
thought they
Yeah.
only got resurrection, or what is it, reincarnation?
It's a 3rd level spell.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Just gotta have that
Long,
diamond.
it's been 1 minute.
As long as it's
Yeah.
been 1 minute, it's a good spell.
Joke's on
A
you.
minute and 2 seconds.
As long as you got 59 seconds, I've got the spell for you.
As long as you have 50
Okay,
seconds.
that is Pyre's turn. Connie.
Okay,
left?
is there a steering wheel on this ship?
Bring it down, Connie.
It would be weird of me not to do a steering wheel on this ship.
I'm gonna try and steer it. I mean, I don't know what the check will be, if it's Arcana
Can we
or
have an
what,
airship?
but I want to try and
Oh my
steer it.
gosh, Yes.
Slam it.
Where are you steering this airship, Connie?
I want to steer it into the tree.
Oh, please.
The Goliath tree?
I want to trash it into the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want the
I
I
want to Hindenburg it.
Connie, I need 3 d20s from you, please.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's a
Magnolia wants an
19.
airship. So do I.
An 11
Is that dumb?
Tell
and
me
a
if you
9.
And a 9. The 9 is what I need. That's perfect. Connie, I'll say that, like, you guys hear everybody out of the way! And Connie goes, "Grr." And as that's happening, Connie, your dark passenger, for a brief second, just rips control
I feel like
over you.
Sid just took
As
over
Sid's
for a
like,
minute.
all of a sudden you're flying the ship down, and this dude's just standing next to you, and you're shooting the ship down, and like you kind of look over, and he looks over at you, and he's like, I did this too! He like looks at you and he's like, mine was a demon!
All you see is Connie talking to himself, and then his hands go.
As Sid and you like Thelma and Louise, this is going to be a bad day for you.
Well, I am going to try to aim it there, and then as a bonus action, Misty Step. I don't want to. I'm not committing suicide here.
You're like, and then Sid's still there. He's like, aw.
Like Dr. Love did this to
How much?
I shipped on.
How much is?
Let it be that much, please.
Take a look.
Let it be that much.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How much is a shit ton of damage?
So glad that it mass passed.
Are there more explosives on it?
What is the highest? It is filled with explosives.
I mean, it might also be filled with explosives.
The lower deck goblins.
Yeah.
100.
Oh, this is a spectacular image in my brain right now.
I need dexterity saving throws from everybody that's on the ground.
I'm gonna take one too. I even been 4 feet away.
Oh no, I have 1 HP right now.
Yep, I need dexterity saving throws from everybody around.
Well, you get +1 to save
I'm going
throws.
to treat this like meteor storm. So I need 20 d6 of fire damage and 20 d6 of bludgeoning damage from you as the ship crashes into the
Well, I don't
Gulf
want to,
train.
but I mean, everybody near it?
Bruh.
It's okay. It's totally. I'm totally okay with the image of Chess being like, oh, hey.
We might all die today. Strahd might too, though.
We might start a new cover band called Connie and the Otterlocks. I need
20 d6?
20 d6 bludgeoning as the ship hits it, and then 20 d6 fire as the explosives go off. This is the same level as the 9th level spell Meteor Swarm. That you're doing 20 d6 bludgeoning and 20 d6 fire.
I got a 26.
26. You dodge out of the way.
All right.
So if we're doing dex, that is going to be a 17 plus 2.
All right, it's 70 bludgeoning and 73 fire.
143 points of damage. Okay?
Other than that, 20.
Dodge out of the way. Oh, not one.
Oh, honey.
Magnolia, yeah, I can't justify.
I'm sorry.
I will say this. What did you get?
19.
I forgot about
19.
the explosives.
I'll say this, Magnolia.
about the
I
crash.
imagine that you would pick up Etheria with her with her 1 HP, and yeet her off. And Justice Chester's like, damn it, I don't have any friends. And then you just, for the first time, enter into the afterlife. And he goes, who's this? What is that?
I'm sorry?
You went out spectacularly.
Thank you. I normally do.
What's your name?
Magnolia?
Oh, we're going to be best friends.
I already feel it.
Do you want some tea?
Please.
Oh my God, have some tea. We're gonna chit, we're gonna chat, we're gonna have some tea, we're gonna have some scones, we'll take a little nappy. You just take as much time as you want here, and then we'll see.
I
if it
have
goes.
people to yell at when I get back.
Oh yeah, there was a boat. It was filled with explosives.
Yes.
Not to imagine that, like you could have just sailed that straight into Strahd's castle if you wanted to.
Ah, damn it.
Hey,
Done that.
I mean, good news, the Gothias tree, that thing's supposed to like die and then regrow, then die and regrow. Not at 143 points of damage, it's not regrowing.
A small mushroom cloud that tree was.
Oh, honey,
Yes.
are you okay?
No.
Okay,
I will be.
okay. Well, let's find you something nice that you can put on when you go back.
All right.
Give me a D100.
How long have you been waiting to say those words?
Strahd is sitting in the grass as this tree and just sees this coming. He's like, ah! In slow motion as it explodes and Strahd is thrown backwards, hair blasted up into this like black smoke-filled like haze. All of you dodge out of the way and then find these safe harbors outside of the spot as Magnolia's like, this sweet summer child, and throws you out of the way, takes the brunt of the blast, and gets to hang out with Chesh for the very first time. Heading back to 3.
We don't have a cool mansion anymore, guys.
Mansion is done so. As you retrieve this, you kill the Gothias tree, and in all of Barovia, kill every enemy tree demon in all of Barovia. All of the bad tree blights, all of the bad plants, all of them are immediately knocked off the map, and you feel nature has a stronger hold here, but the better parts of nature, not the demonic forces of the Gothias tree. As this area is just bloated up, the only objects that are still there is the last little sliver of the Gothias tree, which is the gnarled branch that was once a part of it, is still radiating that dark necrotic magic of the Gothias tree.
I had 8 level spells.
And
You had 8 level spells.
the necklace wrapped around the neck of the skeletal form that was in the tree. As that explosion happens, this necklace flies off away from the explosion and hits the ground. The necklace itself is an odd make, and as you see it, it rings with a religious energy to it, to be worn by someone who derives their magic from faith. It is a holy symbol of sorts, but it is the Holy Spirit of Ravenkind. This is the very first legendary magical item that has been found in the game. Just gonna get over here.
So there's a little bit of the Gothias tree left.
Yep.
Just the branch?
Just the twig.
Mm-hmm.
I let Bob.
It's a staff.
Oh, it's a staff?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I don't want to do that.
Can I see it? Let me take a look at it. I'll grab it.
You grab the Gothias staff. The Gothias staff is a evil staff of dark necrotic energy. It can be used as a quarterstaff, which you can use to use a vampiric strike against a creature, stealing their hit points and transferring them to yourself. Mm-hmm. Other plant creatures that happen to be walking around will view you as one of their own, and it's got charges to it. Any animals that are around the area when you are holding the staff in hand will become visibly uncomfortable, as nature does not want that staff anywhere near them.
Connie, I don't think we should have that. I think if it came from that tree, it needs to go.
Necrotic energy doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but everything else bothers it. I can get rid of it. I think it's the best.
It looks powerful, but it looks weak. That if someone put intent into it, they could break the staff.
I mean, can I use it a little bit first?
I mean, do what you're gonna do with it. But my recommendation is let's not get a cursed staff.
Pyre's the druid, and what do you think of this, Pyre?
Pyre's.
Is everybody okay, by the way?
Pyre's gonna hold out her hand for the staff. No. And then she's gonna break it over her knee.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I will say oppose dex checks here.
I get a dex check.
You get a dex check.
That's not good. I'm gonna use my 12 for that. I texted you what I got.
It's an 11 plus 2. Yeah, so we'll
12
11.
plus 1 plus. That's a 14.
A 14.
Yeah. Oh, plus
11.
another one. 15.
Okay. You take the staff from his hand and you crack it over your knee, and you watch her as she cracks it. And as it does, an inhuman scream issues forth from the staff, and the staff crumbles into ash.
Pyre just walks away.
I think she's mad.
I mean, I feel like that was a little bit excessive.
I mean, she
but,
did
you
hit
know.
me with lightning,
And she's lied to us.
and she didn't save Etheria, and she put that evil tree ahead of her friends. So, let her be mad. I don't care. Connie walks away.
As you all begin to move away from the space, you have the spear in hand. You go over towards the holy symbol. As you walk over towards the holy symbol, the fields are a freaking mess of explosions. The druids have lost all sort of shape. They've kind of slumped over and turned into ash at this point as you go just kind of walk away from the party and things of that sort. You see Chesh, and he's like, pulls out this closet, and he's like, do we think dwarf? They're in season. We like, no, we're not feeling a dwarf. You're more of an autumn. Maybe we're Lakatha. They're kind of new. Do you want to fish people? A little smelly. Okay, we're not feeling Lakatha. He goes,
I rolled it. I sent it to you.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Fear.
Yeah, I'm into this. And he goes and looks at you and he goes, okay, well, you're coming back as... Oh. What's that?
What's what?
What is that? And he points at, like, your chest. And you see this, like, swirling gold there. And he goes, your form was already chosen for you, wasn't it?
Was it?
Who did you bring with you into my realm?
Start the
He goes, you've already got a form. Have fun. And he snaps his fingers. It takes a bit of time as people are sort of angry and upset and moving to these other little corners of the world. And then a being manifests in the space.
I'm terrified.
A demonic tiefling of bright blue ice, horns that come back, and things of that sort, swishing tail, as Magnolia comes back as her bestial form that was granted to her by her dark past. A giant, demonic, bestial-looking tiefling. As Strahd witnesses one of you coming back for the first time, sitting on the grass, staring ahead as Magnolia sort of manifests in the space, his eyes super dilated as he's like, and just screams out into the night sky as he's just sitting there, having just watched a giant ship that used to be filled with goblins and TNT crash into the Golthias tree. And he's just staring at you, Magnolia, as you manifest in the space. And he's just tripping balls.
Connie says, it's all in your head, man.
Sean gets up and just goes running, screaming into the night. He's just, like, just screaming and like off into the night.
You look like me.
Before Maddox leaves the crash site, is there anything left? Like bark or...
Yeah, there's some bark.
He takes the bark in his hands and he fiddles with it, and he lets Bossman know. The tree's gone.
The tree is gone.
Yep.
Strahd's mother's spirit is dead.
I figured it had something to do with that, yes.
And his heart is dead as well. He's not coming back. You can kill him proper now.
Why do you think I broke the goddamn staff, you selfish people?
Oh, I was going to give it.
A voice on the wind from an individual that walked away a long time ago seems to issue forth from out of nowhere as he goes, do you have any of the bark?
Is there any around me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feed it to Freak. There's still a pot of her there, isn't it? We can use that. Good. Good boy. Get rid of that ring you got as soon as possible.
It was worth a shot.
Was it?
Still got the tree done. On my own accord.
Sure. It was you piloting that ship screaming like a maniac.
To be fair, that was a really cool move.
That was amazing! Even from an undead lich. That was fantastic. Is he associated with anyone?
I don't know.
Huh?
He might be.
Give him a business card.
Well, we're friends, Palpatine?
Ophelia goes running over to the first individual that kind of looks like her and wraps Magnolia in a huge hug. As you pick up the holy symbol, feeling yourself imbued with a brand new sort of purpose and light, both of you begin to wonder as Ophelia hugs you and you figure out you have a brand new purpose. Who is going to walk through that door back into Dimitri's, back into the material plane, now that Ophelia has wrapped you in a hug and found someone that looks like her for the first time, and you have a new purpose here in in Barovia with a holy symbol. As Connie walks off filled with a bit of anger, and Strahd goes screaming off into the night, Pyre, you feel that fire just sort of rolling around in your belly, crawling up your arm, and your agony just moving around your neck, feeling the flames coming off of you. Where do you walk?
She just kind of walks just a little bit away so she can cool down.
Yeah. As you begin to cool down, Agni looks at you somewhat confused, as if they're looking for answers.
Yeah, buddy, I'm upset that I let myself get tricked again because of my stupid heart. And I think I need to cut it out somehow because it keeps getting me in trouble. Yet everyone just keeps thinking I'm a hothead and I'm doing things for selfish reasons. So I just need a time to cool down.
You hear a voice in the back of your head. Perhaps you could communicate more. As you communicated with me. I think they would have understood, but you kind of left them nothing to go on.
Yes, but also I don't know if I can trust them anymore because they also have people they're talking to. Connie's not himself. Maddox has clearly some other mission he's on.
True, but your options are Strahd or these people.
Yeah.
So, you say potato and I say potato?
Yeah, it's easy to say it when you're on the outside.
I'm actually on the inside of this whole thing.
You're the worst, Emma.
I know! And that is where we're going to end tonight's adventure. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody that lent help this. I had like 19 players on the field. You eliminated 9 of them immediately with a mass suggestion. That was the largest number of players, and you guys did an amazing job. Well done. Collectively, that was over 3,000 hit points. Some of them negated, but that ship, the tree alone has 275 hit points. You send a disintegration after it, and even if you kill the tree, unless you uproot the entire thing, it doesn't do anything. The tree just grows back after a week, and you got to go back and finish the job. So the ship saves so much. You guys are amazing. No Face Manifesto, Kung Fu Grasshopper, Mini B the Best Bee, Haunted Hostess, or Esmeralda, as I will refer to you. I will send you your character sheets. You can start getting to know your fiery redhead vampire huntress. Love you all so much, Hard Hands. Remember, you can be anything you want except for Strahd, because Strahd sucks, and he is tripping balls. Strahd is just running out screaming into the night, no pants on. I don't know where he lost his pants. That is where we're in.